guys? Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Happy to have you guys in here tonight. Get things started here in a moment. Just have everything all ready on my end already, so should get started here shortly. Should have a fun night in the break room. Put a couple notes out there. Alright, so let's see. What up, Jeff? Troy. We've got Thomas and Thomas. Daniel. What up, everybody? Big hits, no Emmys. Beverage tonight. I actually went and picked up a special when I went to the brewery, not brewery, but from my favorite brewery today. So give me a second, I'll put that on camera. Alright, so that is a placeholder that is, well, whatever. I'm not doing that break tonight, so. But tonight I'm going to be drinking a double perpetual IPA. It's a once a year release. It's my perpetual is my favorite Trogs. I've actually never had the double perpetual IPA. So looking forward to this. These were about $4 a pounder. So when you buy it for a 4-pack, it was $16. So on the spectrum of a beer, if you were at a bar, it's a great price. For a 4-pack, $16, it's on the higher end, obviously, if you're. But Perpetual's my favorite beer, and I figured I never tried the double Perpetual, so why not? Let's give it a try. It's a 9.5%er, so this is gonna give me some of those Alaskan vibes, Jeff. Some of those. So let's see, where did it say that? I saw it on here somewhere. Yeah, 9.5%. So we might be doing some crazy giveaways by the end of tonight. Who knows? All right. Well, hopefully everybody is getting off for Thanksgiving soon. Four Loco. Oh, jeez. Cray. What up, Troy? Good to see you in here, my man. Alright, let's see here. Let me do one thing on my end. Yeah, let me get this caught up and then let's see. Alright, just Jake. No. That's what I thought. Okay. Alright, Jones. I want to put Jones in. Jones with the Diamondbacks. Also grabbing a little perfect penmanship. And a basketball spot. Only one basketball spot, I believe, remains. Let me see. Let me make sure I have that correct. Yeah. Alright. So let's head on over, see what we still have out there for the taking, as they say. Alright, so we're here at dad-breaks.com. Here's our break schedule. We're breaking tonight. We're going to have some turkey on Thursday, probably some more turkey on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then we're going to have a break here this Friday. So we break tonight, break Friday, break next Tuesday. So we're going to have the information here, eBay auction link. Feel free to use this. As I note here, I do make a small percentage anytime you buy anything. Obviously, I want you to buy the break stuff, but anything you buy on eBay, if you use this link, it's like 1/3 of 1% of every sale. So like if it was $100 sale, I think I get like 33 cents, something like that. It's something. It's not a lot, but it goes towards my daughter's 529 college fund, so it goes directly in there. So that's just a little something I always like to share. Obviously, the breaks, that's what I do them for, but that's why you'll see these links in that affiliate note if you're ever wondering. This is what's out there. Perfect penmanship. This is the spot that has the most spots remaining. I think there's about 8 spots remaining in this break. It is 1 autographed perfect penmanship, so 1 autographed rookie card or first year card, 1 autographed jersey, and 1 autographed photo. Then we have a baseball bat break. This is 1 baseball bat paired up with 2 Gold Rush baseballs. Brand new series. They haven't used any baseballs from this series yet, so brand new case, brand new series. At this point, we have the Brewers, the Twins, the A's remaining. So just 3 spots remaining in that break. We also have the mini helmet. It's 1 Gold Rush mini helmet paired up with 2 jerseys. We have the Dallas Cowboys, and that's it. Just the Cowboys remaining, who, if I remember correctly, either have the most or second most names on the checklist. So Cowboys are out there. Then we have the authentic. It is going to be a Duke authentic NFL football. We have the Cardinals, the Colts, the Saints, and the Titans remaining. So those are the only teams that remain in the football break, and that's paired up with the jersey. There's just 1 spot remaining in the basketball break. It's 1 sneaker, 1 basketball, and 1 jersey. Then we have in the Gold Rush baseball bat break, it's 1 bat, 2 balls. We just have the Diamondbacks, Guardians, Rockies, Marlins, Brewers, A's, and Rays out there. So those are the teams that remain in that break. And then everything else sold out. And if you haven't seen yet, I just put up there today information about our customer appreciation break. So take a look at that. You'll see here, customer appreciation break. That is scheduled for December 16th. There'll be 10 items given away. It's a Nike Authentic Ron Jaworski Eagles jersey. It is a Jason Voorhees. This is Ari Lehman autographed Funko. We have an autographed Jay Buhner baseball bat, an autographed hockey puck that'll come from a brand new box, and then an autographed 8x10 photo, plus 5 Dad Rakes gift cards. So that's a look at everything that is out there for that as well. If you're unfamiliar with how this works, you'll go in and make sure you're signed up for the Dad Bucks Rewards program, because every time you make a purchase, you get points. You'll go in and you can redeem your points towards different things, discounts, and then also towards entries in the giveaways. And so you redeem those points, and after you get those points, you'll get a code. Once you get the code, you'll go here to the main page. You'll go in, you'll put whatever. So if you bought it for 1, 5, 10 entries, you'll add that to the cart. You will not pay $100. You'll then put your code in at the checkout, and you'll get the $100 wiped off. Or if it was a 5 entries, $50, whatever it would be, and that would be completely wiped out, and you'll get your free entries for the customer appreciation break coming up here in just a couple weeks. I guess about 3 weeks from now. So that's a look at everything. I think tonight we should start the evening out with our divisional breaks. Alright, so everybody out there, hope all is well. Those are divisional breaks. I'm going to have everybody put in the chat 1 NFL division. What up, Jones? Jones in the house as Lamp & Co. Good to see you there, Jones. Alright, just put in the chat 1 NFL division. And this will be for a mini helmet. We'll start the evening out. And if you are new here, welcome. Make sure that you put in the chat the NFL division, because the entire night we're going to be... Why is that switched? Why is what switched? Why does it say like the Lamp & Co? If that's the question, that's unfortunately YouTube has made the switches permanent. I can't control that. They've done that gradually with every account. So I wish we could do it just our names, but I guess it's something to do with moderator. All right, so everybody, go ahead, put your divisional guesses in there. And like I said, if you're new, gotta talk about the giveaways. I almost forgot, giveaways. As long as you bought 5 or more spots, you automatically get something in the mail. I do this every single break. That's a guarantee. Every dad break. 5 or more spots going to get you something in the mail. Tonight, 5 or more spots going to get you a pack of 2025 Sage Football, the Artistry set. A little throwback action, 1990-91 OHL Hockey Pack. This one going for a Wemby rookie, a 23-24 Donruss Gravity Pack. Taking us back to 1995, You Crashed the Game series. This is Collector's Choice Upper Deck Baseball. And a nice Topps Garbage Pail Kids Chrome Pack will be coming your way as well. So that's a look at what's coming your way as long as you bought 5 or more spots. If you bought 10 or more, let me tell you about your upgrade. You'll be upgraded. You'll get a 15-card Jumbo 2023 Chronicles Baseball Pack, a Upper Deck 2020-21 Baseball Hockey Pack, one of those Topps Garbage Pail Kids Chrome Packs, a Contenders Football Pack from 2022, and last but not least, how about some Topps Chrome Basketball 24-25. Alright, so we got some good stuff coming your way, and we'll do giveaways the entire evening as well. So if you're new, welcome. Hopefully you enjoyed. Feel free to ask questions throughout the entire evening. We have a wonderful crew here that will help out answer any of those questions you guys might have. With all that said, it's time for me to stop talking and you guys to start ripping some hits. Alright guys, we have box 1 on the table. We also have box 8 up here. So it's either going to be 1 or 8 for our mini helmets. So anytime we do this, we go into random.org and we do it 7 times. 1 time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, we're going to make a swap here. Alright, box 8 coming out. Alright, so there is box 8. Coming off box numero uno. Alright, we're going to call no more guesses on the guessing here. No more guesses. In this break, we have Daniel with the AFC East and the AFC North. Mark's got the AFC South. Here comes Daniel with the AFC West. Scott's got the NFC East. Zachary's got the NFC North. Daniel R has got the NFC South. And Daniel K with the NFC West. So we've got a couple Daniels in here. A Mark, a Scott, and a Zach. Alright guys, well good luck. I am ready to rip it open. This is one of those rip it and ship it deals. Let's get the night started. My daughter makes the good luck charms here. We've got game on. Game on. Alright, so this is box 8. We are just seeing this bad boy sealed up all the way around. Let's give it a rip, and then we'll get ready to ship. We have a specialty helmet here. A Buffalo Bill. Buffalo Bill. Not sure the auto, but Buffalo Bill here on a slate helmet. Really cool looking slate. Beckett authenticated. Anybody know that signature? Actually, I do. I know that signature. That is going to be a James Cook. I actually know that. That's James Cook. Beckett authenticated James Cook, running back right there. Buffalo Bills. There we go. Nice hit. Alright, James Cook. That's AFC East going out to Daniel. Daniel K. Congratulations. James Cook coming your way. You're cooking. Alright, so if you guessed the AFC East, you're going to get named out it. Now, I hate to inform all Buffalo Bills fans that the Steelers are going to win this weekend. I wish I could say that extremely confidently. The more I drink, I'll say confidently. I can't say it confidently sober, though, that's for sure. Alright, AFC East. Alright, for this, the only 2 names I saw correctly guessing, let me know if I missed anybody. I saw Charlene and Jake. Charlene and Jake. Anybody else out there, let me know. But I see Charlene and Jake. Alright, let me get your boxes of mystery out there, and then we'll see who's going to get this. There are 2 hits, 1 whammy, 2 hits and 1 whammy tonight in this break. Oh wait, this is divisional. We're just adding divisional. It's not between the 2 of you. We're gonna have 3 people get a boxing mystery. I'm losing my mind. Yep, I got. So Mike Anderson is actually Charlene. So I got Charlene. Thanks, Jake. I appreciate it. So Jake and Charlene are the only 2 that I saw. All right. Let's do baseball. Let's go ahead. Put your baseball. Everybody in the chat, give me 1 Major League Baseball division. Go ahead, put that in the chat. It's actually gonna be this box right here. It's the last one I have up here. Box 7. Box 7 right there. So go ahead. Put your baseball divisional guess in the chat. And we're going to see who's rocking this bad boy here. We have Troy with the AL East. Candace has the AL Central. Paul's got the AL West. Danny Dimes. What up, Daniel? You got the NL East. Michael's got the NL Central. And Zach Attack on the NL West. All right. Colin, no more guesses. Let's get ready to rip this bad boy open. No more guesses. Let's get that good luck little pizza out there. Yum, yum, yum. Box 7. So the seal on this series was like that, and this is, flap. So not a rip it and tear. This is just a straight cut. All right, guys. Good luck. One more tap for a little love. This was box 7. Box 7. All right. Here's a guy. My dad actually played with this guy growing up in Lancaster County. The late great Hall of Famer, St. Louis Cardinal, Bruce Sutter. Bruce Sutter. Beckett or JSA authenticated on that. Bruce Sutter. And this is St. Louis Cardinal. That'll be an NL Central hit. That was the last spot to go. And that is going to go out to Michael. Michael, congratulations. Bruce Sutter, Hall of Fame closer. Unfortunately passed away a few years ago. One of the few Hall of Fame inductions I was able to go to in my life. My dad, like I said, my dad played with Bruce Sutter growing up in Lancaster County. So, very, very cool. My dad actually has video of Bruce Sutter as like a 6-year-old. They don't have video of me playing baseball growing up, but there's video of my dad playing with Bruce Sutter as a little kid. No sound or anything. It's like one of those actual like reels, which actually my brother got put into a DVD probably like 15 years ago. So but there we go, Bruce Sutter. All right, Cardinals, NL Central. Yeah, he was a Brave. He eventually became a Brave. The Braves were his last team, right? See, we got the Cubs, Cardinals, and Braves. I think the Braves were his last team in his career. NL Central. Yeah, I don't see a single NL Central guess. All right. Well, that means good chance to get your name added. Give me... For this one, it's going to be an active or retired baseball, active or retired football, active or retired basketball, hockey, or other. You did. Troy, let's see. I did. Jeff says he did. I don't even see a Jeff guess. Well, I'll put you down there, Jeff. It's not even showing up. But I take it, whether you guessed it or not, you intended to. And that's good enough for me. Alright, guys. Let's jump over here. Put that back a little. Figure out what 8x10 photo we're going to use. Every number's here except for 2, 4, 8, and 9. 2, 4, 8, and 9 are not there, so let's figure out which 8x10 we'll do. So 2, 4, let's see, 5, 6, 7, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. This will be box 3. Box 3. Let me cross that off the cheat sheet here. Alright, box 3. Let's put this back here. 3 there. Now, we have to figure out what 16 by 20. We've got 2 and 5 as the last 2 remaining from the case. 2 and 5. Alright. 2 is the place around the table. 5 is in the corner of the den. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 2, the one that's out there. Let's stick with it. Alright, guys. Last call on the guesses here. Last call on those guesses. I was NL Central too. Okay, I don't know why it's not showing me everything. I had NL Central. Troy. Like, literally on my end, it doesn't show it. But I got you. I trust you. I'm changing things. I took it from top chat to live chat to top chat. We'll see. We'll see what's up. Alright, guys. In this break, Zachary's got active baseball and retired baseball. Chris has active football. Here comes Mark with retired football. Jones in for a hit with active basketball. Mark has retired basketball. Daniel's got hockey, and Mark has other. Alright, guys. Let's get that little pizza out there. Yum, yum. Give me some. Box 3. So this is folder 3, however you want to call this. Give that the rip. Alright, here we go. We have retired baseball player Steve Garvey. Steve Garvey. Alright, so Steve Garvey. Not exactly a giant hit there, Zach. Sorry about that. But there we go. A great Los Angeles Dodger. Steve Garvey. Beckett authenticated. Yeah, I don't know. Chat's weird. If I miss somebody, you know, hey, we'll help each other out. Alright, so let me mark that down. Retired baseball, Steve Garvey. 8 by 10. Alright. Congrats, Zach. Alright, this is box 2. Box 2. Sealed up all the way around. We're going to cut into this. See what we got. Ship it out. There's one cut. There's another. Give it a pop up. Go across. Do a little floss. We have Hockey Hall of Famer Eddie the Eagle. Look at that. Ed Belfour. Alright, so we have Hockey Hall of Famer Eddie Belfour right there. From the Chicago Blackhawks. This would be a 1990? They wore that, I think it was 90, 91, somewhere in that range in the NHL, the 75 anniversary. Can't remember which year, but give or take a year, 90, 91. But there we go. Pretty cool. And one thing you'll see, everybody's watching. Nobody's looking at their phone in the background. That's one of the cool things I like about the older photos. A little Molson Canadian beverage in the background. Eddie the Eagle. All right. Daniel, congratulations. Belfour. 16 by 20. Alright, so for the no time travelers, yeah, right? I like that. What's that? That 19, like, late 30s, early 40s photo of the guy that's a time traveler. that's weird. Alright, I'll add Candace. Yeah, it's not showing for me, but I'm just going to put Candace's name there. I trust everybody on this. There's no reason for anybody to mislead us, so we're all good. Alright. Let's see who guessed active. Oh, no, hockey or retired baseball? Hockey or retired baseball? So, well, I've got James Williams going active hockey, which is good enough for me because hockey is all you needed. So, your name's on there. Let's see. What happened? Let's see. Hockey. Jeff, I've got you. So I've got James, Jeff. Giants Rook 2005. I'm not sure who Giants Rook 2005 is. Maybe that's Zach. I don't know. Giants Rook 2005. Let me know who you are. I've just added you though either way. Retired baseball. Mr. Widows. I have you. Also, Jones in for the hit. I've got you. Retired football. Let's see. Retired baseball. Jake, I have you. And I think that's everybody. So that's all I see. Now, if I'm missing somebody, let me know. I've got James Williams, Jeff, Giants Rook, Mike Widows, Lamp, aka Jones in, and then Jake. Okay, Giants Rook, Brad, thank you. Yeah, that whole ESPN, the whole cable in general, like streaming, there's 5,000 different streaming services. We gotta, cable, when it was, who knew that just having basic cable back in the day was so much simpler than 10 million streaming services today. Sometimes we just complicate things in life. Technology does not necessarily make everything more simple. That is for sure. It was a lot simpler to spend 99 cents and get a movie and pick up some popcorn back in the day and not have to worry about texting anybody. Those were the days. Alright, guys. Follow suit there of Thomas, TQ. We are going to give a hockey division. Go ahead. We have box number 8 is our placeholder. Go ahead, give me a division from hockey. Hey, we had a Nintendo as when I was a little kid. We had a Nintendo. We had the bunny ears. No shame in that. We didn't have cable as a kid, like until I was a teenager. So I hear it. All right, box 8, 70, and 82. Those are the 3 boxes left. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, we're going to go with box number 8, the one that's currently out there. That is going to be the puck that we roll with. Alright. Thomas versus Dudley. Who's coming up out on top on this one? Alright. Thomas has the Atlantic, the Metro, and the Pacific. Dudster's got the Central. Alright, guys. Good luck. No more guesses. Alright, hey. Yeah, let's stick with the pizza. Alright. Sealed up puck number 8. Number 8. Lots of seal on this series, so we'll break the first seal, slide that off, and then there's a seal on both sides here, which we're going to get into. Oh, so lonely. Alright, guys, here we go. We have a case hit. I'm giving the heads up, there is a case hit right here. We have a case hit. So, there is a case hit right there. It's a Stanley Cup champion. Stanley Cup champion case hit from the Los Angeles Kings. We have Anson Kopitar. Anson Kopitar. So that's a Pacific hit. Congratulations, Thomas. Really nice hit. Anson Kopitar. Nice hit. Nice, nice, nice. All right, let me mark this down. Pacific for the guesses. Pacific. All right, David and Will got you. Candace, I've got you. Jake the Snake and Jones with the correct guess. June, what up, June? I've got you. All right, I think that is everybody. I have, and just let me know if I missed anybody. I've got David and Will, Dad and Will. So Candace, Lamp, aka Jones, Jake, and June. Yeah, the whole ABC Disney thing. They really want to push people towards their own streaming. It's getting a little out of hand. It's just there's too much content. That's why people like Dad Breaks do it for free. You know, the free content online. Yeah, you gotta pay for the spot, but you could join the break for free. You know what's funny though, Jones? There's been rumors for a couple years that they've been talking ESPN about selling off either ESPN and or ABC, at least the ABC News section. So for the people. All right. Let me put together 4 boxes of mystery. There'll be 3 hits and 1 whammy out there. 3 hits and 1 whammy out there. All right, so let me put 4 boxes of mystery together. Of mystery, and we're gonna have some fun with this. I already know it. It's a knower. Alright. Maybe. Alright. Almost guaranteed someone will get an autograph here. Almost guaranteed. Alright, so those are the 4 boxes. Top 3 names going to pick a box of mystery here. There are 3 hits and 1 whammy. Top 3 names. And the top 3 unique names, I should point out. There's 4, there's 5, 6, 1 more makes it 7 times. So we're going to have James, Jones, and Jake. Alright, so any order you guys can pick, James, Jones, and Jake, any order, you guys are welcome to go in and make a selection. James, Jones, and Jake. Whichever ones you guys would like, you're welcome to select. First come, first selected, I guess is the best way to put that. Alright, so James, Williams, Jones, and Jake. Alright. Golden egg to James. Butterfly and shark. Oh, wait, let's see. Well, I want the golden egg. Oh, well, James, you're the golden egg if you want it. Do you want the golden egg, James? You had the first selection, so you can have the golden egg. Candace wasn't the ones if that threw you off a little. All right, and then James, you do not have to have a spot tonight. I just want to know if you do. If you don't, I need to make sure that I get your address so I can send out what you get. But I just need to know if you have a spot or not because I don't see a person named James Williams. But it's okay. There's no problem with that at all. Anybody's allowed to be in here. I just want to make sure so I can get this to you. Is it under the name James or is it under maybe a different name? Just so I know. Maybe I should type in Williams. You do have a spot. Alright, well that's good. Just want to make sure I get it to the right person. That's why. That's all. It's under my waist name. Courtney. Okay, perfect. That is what I need to know. No worries at all. It's all I need to know to make sure I get this to you, James. Let me put your name and Courtney's on there, so just so when I ship, I get it to the right person. All right, so you're gonna get yours last because we're gonna go in the order that they were selected. All right, so we have the shark getting selected first. All right, so the shark is the first box that's getting opened, and the shark is going out to Jones. Jones, here comes the shark. You are going to get a pack of Topps Baseball 2022. Alright, so Topps Baseball 2022. Jones, let's see what you got. Alright, Jones. We'll take this out because that's not being tampered with. Alright, Mike Zunino, Cesar Hernandez, Adam Wainwright, Joey Votto, Justin Dunn, a little Steven Matz, Jorge Soler, Jan Gomes, Corey Seager, future star Christian Pache. There is a Curtis Terry, Tatis, Duval, and Alonso. Those got to be the power guys. We have some ERA leaders, Burns, Scherzer, and Bueller. New York Yankees, and here comes some Chrome. All right, well, this one here, you have a Jose Ramirez, Topps Chrome, Stars of MLB, and a Bryce Harper. So a couple superstars to end it there. All right, Jones, those cards coming your direction. All right. Hey, you are always welcome. Then we have Butterfly to Jake. All right, Jake, you went with the Butterfly. Coming out of here and flying in your direction is a Mega Pack 2024 Sage. 50-50 chance here at an auto. So we have a 50-50 chance for an auto for you here, Jake. Some football. Alright, you have a Parker McKinney, Quinion Mitchell, nice eagle, Kalen Carson, a Dallas Turner, Jarwan Newton, J.J. McCarthy, Jaden Daniels, he's coming back soon. That's the word on the street. Austin Jones, but nice to get Jaden rookie. Shane Hooks, you have an auto. We'll skip the auto. Yeah, here's an auto. Eric All and Jashawn Jones. And your auto, Nick Gargiulio. Nick Gargiulio, which I think is is that a Penn State jersey? Nope. South Carolina. All right, Nick Gargiulio. All right, so you got a little auto coming your way, Jake. The center of attention. All right. That means everybody out here passed up on silver. And you know what? You know who wouldn't have passed up on silver? Jeff wouldn't have passed up on silver because it's the whammy. Alright, these Twinkie socks are staying with me for now. Nobody's taking home a pair of Twinkies. And these will be good forever anyway. Alright, that means James and Courtney are going to be happy campers because you just got a Leaf Trinity Mega Box, and there is guaranteed to be inside here 1 memorabilia and not 1 but 2 steel cards. Alright, so some pretty good stuff guaranteed to come out of here for you, James. So congrats. This is a baseball product. There's your pack. Put you. Why don't we just put James? I have a sticker for you and a sticker for Courtney, just so I know who to mail it to. Alright, welcome to the big show. You have a steel card here, made of steel. Miguel Cabrera, and that is numbered to 15. A short print there. This is number 14 of 15 on a Miguel Cabrera. 14 of 15 on that. A Hurston Waldrep, a good young prospect card right there. Hurston Waldrep is numbered to 99. 69 of 99 for Hurston Waldrep on his blue steel. How about a... This is one of the alloys. This is Wehiwa, Wahiwa alloy, and this is a piece of player-worn memorabilia. It says piece of player-worn memorabilia, rookie relics, Wahia alloy. This is my favorite announcer in the history of any sport, Vin Scully, the late legendary announcer. Division de los Santos, Barry Larkin Jr. There's J.J. Weatherholt. Samuel Basillo, one of the top catching prospects in the game. Now in the well, I think he got caught up at the end of the year. And Chase DeLauder. All right, it's got some good prospects and some fun short prints in there. All right, James. Well, welcome to the show. Hopefully you enjoy those. I was obsessed. I literally, for like a decade, probably close to like 13 years, paid for MLB TV so I could fall asleep listening to Vince Scully talk about baseball. And this is before I would listen to music with like headphones falling asleep. My wife would be like, "Is that guy again?" She quite literally would say, "Is it that guy again?" Oh, awesome, James. Well, welcome. Alright, guys. Let me just check out on something here. Check in on something, I should say. Nobody's checking out. Well, hopefully you're checking out if you're buying something. Alright, just give me a chance to catch up on all the spots that were purchased since we started. Wow, thank you guys so much. And like I said, I did put on there our customer appreciation. Always got to do a Christmas time customer appreciation break, so hopefully you'll enjoy that when we get to it here in it's about 3 weeks from now, actually 3 weeks from today. Alright, so Jake, I got you with the last basketball spark. That's Jake R. Jake T, I've got you with some perfect pen. Got you with the Diamondbacks, of course, and the Cardinals. Hey, staying close to home with those bad boys. Dudster, the Dudlerinos. Got the Brew Crew. Alright, so you've got the Brewers. Thomas Q. Got you with the giveaway break, thank you. Dudley also has perfect pen. Chris, what up, Chris? Chris has a few baseball. We've got the Guardians, the Rockies, the Marlins, and the Rays. Alright, and then also got the free entries. Then the Oakland A's. And did I see... Hold on, Chris, I think you accidentally paid for your free entry. Yep, I'm going to refund you on that real quick. You'll get the entries, but make sure you use your rewards, Chris, just a heads up. Alright, so I did that. Let's see, then I've got Chris with the A's. Troy has the other version of the A's in tonight's break. And one more, and then we'll be all caught up. Getting ready to roll. June. I have June with a little perfect penmanship as well. Thanks, June. Alright. I think we should let's do some football. Let's do a full-size football break. Why not? Let's get right into that. Actually, let's start by, it's going to be a new case for the jersey. Alright, so I'm going to have everybody out there. You're going to put in the chat one NFL team. That's all you have to do. One NFL team. And give me a second here. I'm just putting the stickers, writing numbers on stickers, so I can open up this case and then get things marked up for us. One NFL team. If you correctly guess the team that comes out of the box here, it'll be either the jersey or the helmet. You'll get a chance here to box of mystery. Brand new case for the jerseys here. I'm gonna cut there and cross there. And we're just going to go, number 1 is on the top, 10 on the bottom, and we'll just count through to see which box we're going to use. Alright, so this is number 1, and just because I already wrote numbers, number 1, right there, number 1. Alright, and we'll figure out what jersey we're using. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. So this is going to be box 5, guys. Box 5. Alright, so this was box 1, you can see right there. The second one, box 2. The third one, box 3. Then we have box 4. This is box 5 right here. Box 5, black bag 5 right there. Let me put a number 5 sticker on it. There we go. Second. Now we got to figure out what helmet we're going to use. We've got box 2 on the table. We also have 3 and 4. So 2, 3, and 4 possibilities here. 2, 3, 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 2. We'll stay with what's good. It's this guy right here, box 2. Alright, so 5-2. Colin Ray Lewis on that. Alright, guys. You're just giving me one NFL team. If it comes out of the jersey or the helmet, you're going to be getting pay dirt, or at least a chance at it. Daniel's got the Cardinals. Bill's got the Falcons. David's got the Ravens. Thomas has the Buffalo Bills. Carson has the Panthers. Michael Motorcycle has the Bears. George with the Bungles. Bradley with the Browns. We've got Rick with the Cowboys. Daniel's got the Broncos. William with the Lions. Daniel with the Pack Attack. Paul's got the Texans. George with the Colts. Bradley has the Jags. Michael A. with the Chiefs. Brandon's got the Raiders. Doug's got the Chargers. Brandon's got the Rams. Troy with the Dolphins. Brandon's got the Vikes. Shirlene with the Pats. Case has the Saints. Brandon with the Giants. Paul's got the Jets. Mike L., welcome to the show. You've got the Fly Eagle Fly. Michael C. with the Steelers. Rick's got the Niners. Bill's got the Seahawks. Daniel's got the Bucks. David with the Titans. And Troy is sitting on the commode. Alright, guys. No more guesses here. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Alright. Alright, time for the OG, my daughter's first ever good luck charm here. Good luck, here we go, let's go, Spoonie says, woohoo, hello. Alright, box 5. This is a black bag jersey edition, sealed up across the top. Give that a cut, see what we got. Seeing some white and some red, Oh, there we go, this is a nice defensive player from the 90s. We have Neil Smith. Neil Smith on a Chiefs jersey. AFC West legend Neil Smith, also a Raider or a Bronco in his career. That is a Beckett authenticated, and that is a Chiefs hit. All right, Michael A. Michael, congratulations. Again, Beckett on your authentication. Neil Smith. Not bad. Good play right there. Really good player. Alright, I'm going to mark that for the Chiefs. Neil Smith jersey. Alright, Chiefs are on the board. Now let's see what's coming out of full-size helmet box 2. There's that seal coming around. Front, side, back. There's a cut. Another cut. Slight pop up. Make the cut slightly easier. See the helmet. Turn it. Keep the suspense going. We have a specialty helmet. Specialty helmet coming out of here. Oh, this is unique. This is extremely unique hit right here. Alright, we have one of the all-time great running backs. Not on one of the teams you're thinking, though. One of the all-time great running backs on a slate helmet here for the Jets. Look at that Jets helmet. LaDainian Tomlinson. Look at that. That is cool. LaDainian Tomlinson on a Jets lid. Look at that. That is awesome. Jets, 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 Jets. What the hit? Paul. Congratulations, Paul. LaDainian Tomlinson. Not seeing that too often. An LT Jets hit. Alright, Jets. Let me mark that down. LaDainian Tomlinson. It's a really nice looking helmet. It is cool. It is. It's a really nice helmet. It actually is one of the smaller LaDainian Tomlinson signatures on a helmet too, believe it or not, just because the insignia is larger. He has a pretty nice helmet signature. Nice signature in general, but sometimes they'll put a pretty bold signature on those. But that's really cool. Alright, Paul, congrats. That's neat. Like I said, one of the all-time great running backs, too. And he made the LaDainian Tomlinson, believe it or not, the Chargers got LT and Drew Brees essentially for that pick when they swapped the draft pick to trade away the rights to draft Mike Vick. Obviously, Drew Brees didn't work out that well until his last year, and then he got the elbow injury. Otherwise, he might have been a Charger for his career. That's a big what if. It doesn't injure his elbow. Do they go to Rivers then? Probably still do. But big what if. Alright, congrats Michael and Paul. Alright, do we have any correct guesses? Alright, Chiefs and Jets. Chiefs and Jets. I don't see any correct guesses. Am I missing it? Let me know if you guys see something I don't see. Either way, I'm still going to do a box of mystery. But I just didn't see anything in there. together the boxes of mystery football. And one of them has potential for a massive hit here. We'll do that. One has potential for a massive hit. We have a butterfly, we have babes, and then we've got some trash. Everybody that put a guess in, all you had to do is basically put a comment, I guess. If you hit, you'll get a box of mystery. It has to be a name. The guesses won't count. Like this one, it says Rams. We don't know that. Going with the name only. 3, there's 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. It is Mike. All right, Mike W. Mike, you get to pick a box of mystery here. Go ahead, Mike. Let me know which box you would like me to open up for you. What up, Kyle? Alright, going with the babes. I'm liking it. Alright, Mike, that means you passed up on the trash. The trash was the one with the big potential hit. We have a Donruss pack of 2018 football. 2018 Donruss right here. Chance at one of the big rookie quarterbacks in that class. Alright, so we missed out on a 2018 Donruss pack. He also passed up on the butterfly. And in the butterfly effect, we had a sweet whammy. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Heroes in a Half Shell. You missed out on some turtle power, so no turtle power coming your way yet. Who knows? Maybe later. Alright, Mike. That means the babes are bringing you a pack of Contenders football. This is 2024 Contenders. Let's see what we got. There is a rookie quarterback on the back here. Get to that in a second. We have Myles Garrett. You'll like that. Some guy named Justin Jefferson. Bijan Robinson. There's Travis Etienne. Brock Purdy. Man, that game last night looked anything but Purdy. They still won, though. Patrick Surtain. There's Derek Carr. Derek Carr. And then, speaking of guys, there is a Spencer Rattler rookie and an Audric Estimine. Alright, but Spencer Rattler, the guy that actually replaced Derek Carr. At least to start the year. Alright, Mike, those cards coming your way. It's always fun to pull those rookie QB cards, too. Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, yeah. To all and to all, good night. What's the best Thanksgiving movie? Like, there's so many good Christmas movies, and you know what? I asked my daughter this. My daughter's so much smarter than I am. I was like, why aren't there any good Thanksgiving movies, or not that many? And she goes, because not every country celebrates Thanksgiving. And I was like, yep, that's it. That quite literally answered that one. Hey, you're welcome, Mike. I was like, yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Did I put June's name in there? Let me see. I feel like I did. I sure did. Alright, guys. Give me 1 second. Just to get things rounded out. Still some good spots on the site. Alright. Let's do a figurine. Don't worry if you don't see your name on here. Trains, Planes, and Automobiles. Is that a Thanksgiving movie? Oh my god. I always thought that was a Christmas movie. Is it really Thanksgiving? I have to see that again. Is it really Thanksgiving? I actually didn't remember that. I honestly, in my mind, it was a Christmas movie, so thank you. Trains, Planes, and Automobiles is an amazing movie. Alright guys, for this break, very simple. If you haven't done one of these before, all you have to do is put in the chat one letter from the alphabet. Again, if you don't see your name here, don't worry, I'm going to update and refresh that list here in a little bit. And it's not as is anyway. Let's go in, let's figure out what letters, or what boxes we're going to be using from each collection. For the photo, we have the opportunity to use 1, 5, 6, 7, and 10. Yeah, so Troy B said Charlie Brown. That would have been my guess. My daughter says that they're not movies. She considers them shows because of the length is less than 30 minutes. And I think that's kind of a fair point. Maybe it's not a movie, but that would have been my guess as well, or statement. So the things you discuss with a now 13-year-old. All right, there's 3, there's 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 7, friends, box 7. All right, so crossing out box 7 on our cheat sheet. Getting into it right now. There we go. Alright, for the jersey, we either have jersey 2 or 3. 2 is on the table, 3 is behind me. 2, and then we know it's going to be box 1 for the figurine. It's the last one I have from that case. There's 2, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. We're going to use jersey 2, which is currently out there. Alright, so, oops, wrong. We're doing this break. I don't know. I was putting the wrong list up. Somebody already probably mentioned I had the wrong list. I had our the perfect penmanship list up there. This is the figurine break. So these are the names. We just got to refresh that here. All right. So sorry about the confusion on that. All right. 7 times. Let's go in. Let's rewrap our brains around this. If this was a 7th time, Chris would have the letter A. George would have the letter Z. But you know what? Let's get crazy. 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Mark is going to have the letter A, and George, you're going to keep the letter Z. All right, Zendaya, we said it. It is a possibility in this break. Zendaya is a possibility. All right, let's go in. Let's hit refresh. See what we got. All right, last call on those guesses. Mark has A, George has B, Mark has C, Jake has D, George has E, F, G, Jude has H, George has I, J, Mark has K, George has L, Canis has M, Mark has N, June has O, Mark has P, Chris has Q, Canis has R, George has S, T, Daniel's got U, David's got V, Jake has W, and George has X, Y, and Z. You were close, David. Very close. Now you gotta hold for Jim Valvano, Bobby Valentine. Alright guys, no more guesses. Let's go. Come on. Let's get that Whopper out there. The tasty treat itself. Box 7. Alright, so the seal starts up there. It's going to end down there. A rip. We have, from the Pittsburgh Steelers, this is a PSA DNA Larry Foote, Super Bowl champion Larry Foote right there. Alright, so that's a letter F. That is going to go out to George on the middle linebacker from the University of Michigan. Larry Foote, who, I don't know if he's still coaching, was a coach for the Detroit Lions a few years ago. this down. Larry Foot. All right, jersey. Let's go. There's a jersey. Box 2. We are sealed up all the way. Secondary seals down there. Let's give it a cut. Well, here, someone was asking about this earlier. We have a White Sox throwback. Frank Thomas on a cool throwback White Sox uniform. Frank Thomas. Jeff, check that out. You were asking about this earlier. Now George has a potential Frank Thomas jersey to trade you. Check that out. Beckett on the authentication. Again, that is a throwback, so it's an 80s. They did wear it some of the time in the 90s for some of the throwbacks, but it's a throwback White Sox Frank Thomas Beckett authenticated jersey. David, stop it. You're killing me. You need to hit you're killing me, Smalls, hit. I need to get you a t-shirt. Killing me, Smalls. What size? If you send me an email, I will make sure to buy you a t-shirt that says you're killing me, Smalls. I will go on Amazon. I'll do whatever I have to. I want to buy you a killing me, Smalls shirt, David. Just send me your t-shirt size in an email that I said I would do it, and I will do it because I think that's funny. And I appreciate you. Alright, this is Frank Thomas to George. Alright guys, box one. We are sealed up all the way around. There's the sides, all the goodness, the glory, the pain, the agony. Alright, for this, best way to go in it, say boom, shakalaka. I think we have a Funko. I think this whole case might have been Funkos. Not every case has been that way. We had a Gordy Hell on one of them. That was not a Funko, but this is a Funko. Alright. Well, that is really cool. We have from Happy Days, Ron Howard on a Richie Happy Days. I think we've hit Ron Howard. I don't know if we hit Happy Days Ron Howard, though, before. That's really cool. That is the letter H. That is going out to June. June, that's really cool. Ron Howard, one of the most talented individuals in any of our lifetimes to grace Hollywood. Ron Howard, right there. There we go. That's really neat. Thomas, I bet. Oh, Thomas, you're just stirring now. Alright, well, congrats, guys. You guys got some nice pulls right there. And a Ronnie Howard. It's conspiracy. Alright, so we have the letters FHT. FHT, I don't get anything for that. FHT, I don't. I tried to think of something quick. F, H, and T. F, H, T. I see Jones. What up, Jones? You're still awake. F, H, and T. Are you having a fun little beverage just to keep you awake? Some some caffeine, or just some excitement? And George got the H. George guessed H, and unfortunately, it's the one letter he didn't have in the break. Sorry, George. All right, so Jones, Troy, and George. I've got you guys. Did I miss anybody? Jones, Troy, FHT. It is a bad disease. All right, FH and T. Alright, I think I got everybody. So, our options here, silver, gold, or golden egg. Alright, silver, gold, or golden egg. Those are going to be the options. Jones, Troy, and George, you each are going to have a chance here at a box of mystery. Alright, 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Jones, you're going to take this one down. All right, friend. Which one will it be, Jones? Will it be the golden box, the golden egg, or the silver box? Hey. Overstimulant can do it. Mountain Dew. Ooh. Egg it is. Alright, Jones. That means you passed up on the golden egg. Or the golden box, I mean. The golden box had the big one. This was a guaranteed autograph. This was a 2024 Multi-Sport Futures Pack. Alright, so 1 autograph and 11 cards. Alright, so you missed out on that. Then you also passed up on this guy right here, the silver box. This one was your whammy. This was your chance to have your very own set of Big League Chew briefs. These boxer briefs would look tight. I'm just saying. Maybe not. Maybe not tight. Maybe your size small. I don't know. Just saying. Those bad boys are staying here for now. But Jones, you just landed in the realm of Monopoly Prism Basketball. There we go. That's a nice pool right there. Monopoly Prism Basketball. Jones, let's see what fork. Specialty cards are coming out of here with your name on it. Alright, we have Mr. Stephen Castle, rookie. That's a nice pull right there. One of the top rookies from last year's draft class. You have a Prism Jalen Green. That is a color match, at least with last year's colors. You also have a Steph Curry and a Kawhi Leonard. So you've got 2 Hall of Famers, Jalen Green, and last year's Rookie of the Year, or one of the, not Rookie of the Year, but one of the top rookies from last year's draft class, Stephen Castle. All right, guys. Nice. Not too bad. David, don't stop it. You're killing me over here. Alright, guys. I think it is time for... Let me see one thing real quick on my end. Alright. Still have a few spots remaining. I'm going to show you guys what's out there. Baseball. This is the Gold Rush 2 baseball break and baseball bat. We have the Brewers and the Twins. That's it. Brewers and Twins. And I don't know if you guys take a look. There's like 4 or 5 Brewers on that checklist. Some good names on that Brewers checklist. Perfect penmanship. There's about 5 spots remaining in this. This is the one that has the most spots. Last I counted, maybe 6. in the perfect penmanship. It's one autograph rookie. We just put a Trevor Lawrence autograph rookie Beckett. Well, no, PSA 10 last break on one of these. So one of those, jersey and photo coming out of here. Then we just have one spot remaining. The Dallas Cowboys. That's the surprise. Emmett's one of the headliners. There are more Cowboys and Steelers than any other team in this break on the mini helmet checklist. We have in the football break, this is the last one we have spots available. We still have the Colts, the Saints, and the Titans. Colts, Saints, and Titans, and everything else tonight sold out of here. Alright, so that's all that remains. If you want to grab a spot, go for it. Let's do a little bit of baseball. Let me go in. I have to refresh this list so it can show the up-to-date. But for this, I'm going to have everybody out there in the chat. You're going to put 5, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 Major League Baseball players. Put them all in one line. 5 players, one line. If you correctly guess the player that comes out of the bat or either baseball, you're guaranteed to get a box of mystery. Not maybe, not possibly, guaranteed to get one. There are only 2 bats remaining. Bat 5 is on the table. We also have bat 6. 5 and 6 are the 2 bats as possibilities. We do have 1 through 10 as possibilities for the baseball, though. 1 through 10. Let's put our little baseball note if you're new. This is just a little information that you may not have noticed in the break details. Just like to share that ahead of time so we don't have as much controversy as time hits a little. Hey, you know, this has a year on it. Well, that explains that the year doesn't necessarily matter. 5, there's 6, 7. There we go. Boxes 3 and 7. 3 and 7. So let me grab those real quick. 3 and 7. All right, so 3 and 7 actually right next to each other down below. So there's 3 and 7. 1 and 2 out of here. All right, 5 is on the table. Right there, box 5 right there. We have to see if we're going to use box 5 or box 6. 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 5, the one that's out there, let's stick with it. Alright, so box 5, guys. This guy right there. Alright. In our break, remember, you're putting 5 players on one line, 5 players. If it is a common last name, like Smith or something, just give me a first name if you don't mind. For any of your guesses, you can go back and do that. I do greatly appreciate it. We have Jake with the Diamondbacks, George with the Braves, Richard with the O's, Thomas has the Bo Sox, Troy has the Cubbies, David's got the White Sox, Jones in for a hit with the Reds, Chris has the Guardians of the Galaxy as well as the Rocks, David M in the house with the Detroit Tigers, Ace has the Astros and the Royals, Richard's got the Angels in the outfield, David J with the Los Angeles Dodgers, World Champion Dodgers, Chris has the Marlins, the Dudster has the Brew Crew, Case with the Twins, Mark's got the Mets, Case has the New York Yankees, Chris with the A's, Daniel's got the Phillies, Dong in the house, welcome to the big show. Let's see if we can knock one out of the park with this. Maybe we'll call it a Dong hit. We've got you with the Buccos, we've got the Friars going out to Courtney, Zachary's got his Giants, Richard's got the M's, Brandon with the Cards, Chris with the Rays, Jones in with the hit for the Rangers, David with the Jays, and Jones as the Washington Nationals. Alright, friends, good luck. No more guesses. Let's go. Alright, this is box 3. Box 3 right here. Give that a squeeze. That is sealed up all the way around. Good luck, everybody. Give that a cut down there. A little rip. There's one more seal on the TriStar product. Let me show you that. Let's take their little note off. Give us some more breathing room on the screen. Alright, we'll cut into that, see what we got. Alright, we are in. Alright, we have one here never pulled this name. Ever. We had a Rawlings TriStar authenticated Major League Baseball. He pitched a perfect game in 1981 in front of 7,290 fans. This is Len Barker. Len Barker coming out of here. 1981 All-Star starting pitcher, two-time All-Star, or two-time, was he two-time? One-time, no, just all-time. But there we go. That has to be the smallest crowd ever for a perfect game in baseball history. Len Barker. Now, this is me based on games played, not necessarily on who he pitched for in 81. Alright, so Len Barker. Is it a Guardians hit? Ooh, that tends to be a hint, although Braves are listed there. Alright. Guardians was who he was with. But it's based on games played. But no doubter. It is a Cleveland Guardian hit here, friends. Alright, so the Guardians of the Galaxy, Chris. A little Len Barker. That is a neat hit right there. And, hold on, we gotta go back. Because this picture, that mustache, I mean, I don't care what you say. That's money. That is money. You don't see that 80s stash anymore. We should. I would. That is a money shot right there. Alright, Len Barker. Going out to Chris. Congrats, Chris. Oh, John, if we pull a Jordan, I'd be losing it. You know that'd be the biggest name. That'd be bigger than the Kobe basketball. It'd have to be, right? Alright, guys. Second baseball right there. There's that secondary seal. We like to show that. Always about transparency in the break room. Maybe. There we go. We're in. We're feeling it. Alright. Ooh, okay. And now I know without a doubt what team this is going to. Tremendous center fielder. Absolutely tremendous center fielder. We have a Rawlings TriStar authenticated Major League Baseball 7-time Gold Glove winner from the Toronto Blue Jays. I'll make sure it wasn't an Anaheim Angel, but I'm almost positive it's going to be a Blue Jay hit. We have Devon White. There we go. Devon White coming out of there. Great defensive player right there. Absolutely stellar defensive player. World champion as well. Three-time. It actually even says it on there. 3-time World Series champion. One of the more underrated players of the 80s into the 90s, I would say. Devon White. He played into the 2000s? That I didn't know. Look at this WAR. Look at this career WAR Devon White had. 47.3 for a guy with a .319 on-base percentage. That tells you a lot about, obviously, the defensive side of his game. But, wow. Now, let's see. Just barely beats out California Anaheim / Anaheim Angels in games played. It is a Blue Jays hit. But like I said, one of the more underrated players from the 80s into the 90s, Devon White. Did not know he played in the 2000s. Alright, well that's a good, first-time hit for David M. Congratulations, David. Devon White coming your way. And we still have one more box / tube to open. John, now that'd be awesome if I did and they didn't. I'm just saying. Alright, here we go. This is box number 5. Box 5. Let's just get right into it. Give it a little tap right there. This is the second to last one we have here. Box 5. One cut there. Another there. Give it a cut on the bottom. Put our hands in there. Don't lose a finger. Right, Thomas? We still haven't lost a finger yet. Alright. We have... Well, I think we have a double hit for the Toronto Blue Jays. First time breaker with us, and he's going to be a happy camper. 2 hits in one night. We have outfielder Vladimir Guerrero, or outfielder, first baseman now. He never played outfield. First baseman, former third baseman. Dad played outfield. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That's awesome. Vlad Jr. on the hit right there. JSA authenticated. A double hit for a first-time breaker with us with the Blue Jays. Congratulations. That's awesome, David M. What a stud year he had. One of the best years in baseball. Almost led his team to a World Series. Plus Vlad Jr. At. Welcome to the show, David. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Come back. Come back. That's awesome. Great hit. It's a nice blonde bat, too, by the way. All right. I'm going to guess not too many Devon Whites or Len Barker guesses, but Vlad Jr., I could definitely see that. I could definitely see some Vlad. All right, so Jeff, I see you. Mr. Sandhofer. The Hoff. James, we'll go with that. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. First timer. Whether it was junior or senior. June's got Vlad Jr. We're going to have a lot of correct guesses, it appears. Some Vlad love tonight. So 3 people. Jeff, James, and June. If I'm missing somebody, let me know. David, you're killing me, Smalls. By the way, seriously, message me your t-shirt size. I am now buying you that t-shirt. You've earned it tonight. Killing me, Smalls. When I'm drinking 9.5% beers and they're the pounders, yeah, we're gonna start giving stuff away. Not that I don't already give stuff away, but tis the season, right? Tis the season. I seriously want you to send me your t-shirt size. Dave above Jones. I miss somebody? Dave above. Well, you gotta send me I'm not gonna remember. Seriously, send me an email or a message through eBay, either one, and I'm seriously gonna go find you one. It might take me a couple weeks to get it to you, just because I gotta buy it first, but I'm gonna get you one. Daniel has it. You got it, Daniel. See, it doesn't even show for me. I didn't even see a Daniel guess. There's not even a Daniel guess showing up for me. That's crazy. But I trust you. Alright, let me put 4 boxes of mystery out there. Because everybody's getting a hit. We'll just make sure that some hits are bigger than others. Well, I don't know. I can't guarantee that. But everybody's getting a little something. I have a couple hobby packs here. Hopefully we can pull an auto out of one of these hobbies. I'm making sure there are 2 hobby packs in this giveaway for 4 people. Yeah, it is weird, Thomas. I don't know. But hey, I got trust. I trust the fan. Alright, guys. Go ahead and make your selections. I have Jeff, James, a.k.a. Courtney, June, and Daniel. Hey, Daniel, you don't need to send me a screenshot. I am 100% on the trust. Alright, I got Jeff, Sand, James, a.k.a. Courtney, June, and Daniel. All right, I see trash to Jeff, butterfly to James, silver to June. That leaves Daniel. You got the babes. All right, Daniel, you didn't get the pick. Well, you did, but you picked last. You get the babes. Inside the babes, there are no whammies here. There is a pack of Topps Baseball Series 2. This is 2020. All right, this bad boy is going to be coming your way. This is Danny Dimes' pack. Right, that was Daniel's. Yes, all right, good. Put your sticker on it, and I'm like, wait, got to give it to the right person. All right. There is a Joe Jimenez. We have a Joe Ross, Tyler Mahle, Ryan Borucki, Austin Slater, Jorge Soler, Giancarlo, a.k.a. Mike Stanton. There is a Archie Bradley, Kevin Newman, Brian O'Grady, Garrett Cole, Adam Duvall. We have some Yankee love right there. We are looking at... this is one of the Harveys. This is Hunter Harvey. Yeah, Doug Harvey. Oh my gosh. Hunter Harvey. Miguel Rojas won a World Series this year. And Danny Jansen. All right, those Topps bad boys coming your way there, Danny. Danny Dimes. All right, Daniel, those are yours. Silver to June. June, this silver bad boy. How about some Bowman Baseball 2021? Bowman Baseball to you, June. Let's see if we can get you a nice card. 4-3. Let's put your name on that first so we don't forget. Alright, June is walking away from this excursion. Well, there we go. With the following. How about a Josh Bell? I've got his bobblehead around here. Mookie Betts. Alex Bregman. Jose Abreu, Fernando Tatis Jr., Anthony Rendon, Ryan Mountcastle rookie, Bo Naylor, Billy Newer, Brennan Davis, Michael Toglia, Josiah Gray, and Francisco Alvarez. All right, not too bad, not too bad. Give me 1 second. All right. Hey, June, you're welcome. David, stop it. Please message me, David, either way. All right, and then Babes Silver Butterfly. All right, James, Butterfly is yours. And this is a hobby pack. All right, I think both the next 2 packs are actually hobby packs, if I'm not mistaken. All right, James, this is a Topps Heritage Baseball 2020 hobby pack. All right, let's see if we can get this hobby bust in a big one. Alright, James, you have a Luis Torrens, Chad Wallach, son of former major leaguer, Trey Wingenter. There's Kelvin Herrera. World Series highlight, that would be a nice home run there. What's it say on the back? Robbie's homer turns tide. We have, which would be, that's Robinson. I don't know why it's saying the Robbie, but okay. Michael Kopech, Peter Fairbanks. Really good stuff for a closer. Going to be one of the top, probably top 3 or 4 closers on the market this year. Peter Fairbanks rookie, Garrett Hampson, and Chad Green. Chad Green coming out of there. All right. Unfortunately, you're shooting for the short prints or the autos on those hobby for Topps Heritage, or you just like the look of the card. That's the way I look at it. All right, there you go. One more. Here we go, Jeff. Hobby pack. This is a Cooperstown. You're shooting for a Hall of Famer auto in these. That's what we're shooting for. All right, Jeff. Hall of Famer auto. Cooperstown hobby pack Panini. This is what, 2013, 2014, somewhere in that range. Let's see. It's a fun product. All right. You're going to get a Chicago Walsh little chip here. That is a Walsh chip. We'll put that down. Jim Bunning, Hall of Fame pitcher. A Paul Wainer, former Pirate. There is a short print, not an auto, but a short print right here. Cap Anson. Cap Anson, is that numbered? Not going to be numbered, but a nice looking Cap Anson. There's Carl Hobble. And Dave Winfield. And they got Dave Winfield. Check that out. In a Blue Jays uniform. And one of my favorite things when he played for the Blue Jays, the one year he shaved his mustache. Dave Winfield is the only guy in the world that shaved a mustache and he gained 10 years. Normally you shave a mustache, you look a little bit younger. Dave Winfield shaved his mustache when he was with the Blue Jays and he gained 10 years. It was an odd look. It was a very odd look. Some of you Blue Jays fans from the early 90s might remember that when the World Series. Alright, hey, if you guys are making a trade, just let me know and I'll make sure I get the stuff to the right people. Alright, guys. Well, congratulations, everybody. And thank you. Thank you. Congrats on those nice guesses. Alright. I think it's time for the big basketball break of the night. You guys ready for it? So there's two names that aren't going to show. We'll figure out that in a moment. But pretty simple. We actually know it's going to be this pair, this shoe or shoes, box 46. We know it's that. And we know it's this basketball number 2. What we don't know is what jersey. Is it going to be 2, 5, or 6? 2, 5, or 6 for the jersey. For this, all you guys are going to have to do is give me one NBA team. If it comes out any of the 3 boxes, the team you guess, you will have a chance here at a box of mystery. All you have to do here, friends. All right. Let's figure out the box for the jersey, and then we'll figure out what team everybody's going to have. All right, so we've got 2, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 5. Let me grab that real quick. Box number 5. All right, so coming on box 5. I can turn that around, gives it a more appealing look. And there's box 2, basketball. All right, now we know we're breaking 46, I think, 40 something, and then number 2. All right, if this was the 7th time, Todd would have the Atlanta Hawks. Jake would have the Washington Wizards. That's Jake R. We're going to randomize this. See, there's Jake R. 7 times. Top name on the 7th time, we'll get the Hawks. Bottom name, get the Wizards. There's 4, there's 5, 6. One more makes it 7. All right, June, you have the Hawks. Todd, you're going to have nobody beats the Wizards. All right, let's go in. Paste that, give it a refresh, and see what we got. All right, guys. June, you've got the Hawks. Paul's got the Celtics. Michael Motorcycle with the Brooklyn Nets. We've got Mark with the Hornets. Jake with doubles. Kenan says the Cavs. Jake with the Mavs. That's Mark with the Nugs. Charlene with the Pistons. Chad's got the Wizards. Or the Warriors. Sorry, Chad. You've got the Warriors. Chris has the Rockets. June with the Pacers. Chris, you'll be happy with the Rockets, I believe. Mark with the Clip Show. Paul with the Lake Show. Troy's got the Grizz. Michael Motorcycle with the Heat. Todd's got the Bucks. Jake's got the T-Wolves. Thomas with the Pels. Juan's got the Knicks. Peter's got the Thunder from Down Under. Charlene's got the Magic. Jake's got the Sixers. That's Jake T with the Sixers. Jake R with the Suns. Taylor's got the Blazers. Daniel's got the Kings. Taylor with the Spurs. Jones with the Rap Show. Candace with the Jazz. And Todd's saying nobody beats the Wiz. I'm going to hit no more guesses. guys. Can you see my Sixers? Yes. Yes, I can. Ooh, I am feeling it, friends. Woohoo! Time to open up the next one. Cheers, everybody. I have 2 more shoes, Todd. It won't be. I will be doing the next break with a shoe next week. I won't be doing a shoe break this Friday. So just a heads up. I have 2 more pairs left. They're sold out of them. So I have 2 more left after this. They're in my storage facility though. So that's why you don't see it up here. I'll be getting that for next week. Alright. There we go, guys. This is box 5. Box 5. Let's go. Good luck, everybody. Alright, box 5. Our seal's down here. It's just a rip it. Or not a rip it, but just to give it a cut. We'll show it off. Just a pretty simple cut on this one. Good luck, friends. Johnson. I know this. We have a college hit. This is a UNLV Larry Grandmama Johnson jersey. That's Grandmama right there. That's a UNLV Grandmama jersey. There we go. Larry Johnson. And if you guys don't know who Grandmama was, when we're done with the break, go on YouTube. YouTube Grandmama Larry Johnson. There we go. Alright, and that's going to be based on games played, and I don't know if he played more with I think of him as a Hornet before Nick, but let's see. Larry Johnson. Who did he play more games with? That's a great question. More games with the Hornets. Charlotte Hornets. And he was still a good player when he retired. He wasn't as good, but he still could have played longer. I know he had some knee issues, but look at that though. You know, still pretty solid player, Larry Johnson. Grandmama. Oh, hold on, we gotta type this in. Larry Johnson. I gotta show you. For those that don't know, Larry Johnson. Grandmama. See, look, Grandmama. And you gotta see. Look at this. Look at this picture right here. Now that's what we gotta pull. One of these autos. Grandmama right there. That's awesome. Alright. Well, I don't know what we're doing. There we go. Grandmama Larry Johnson, Charlotte Hornets on the first hit. Mark, congrats. Alright. JSA on the authentication. Alright, time for the basketball. Alright, let's go. Get that basketball on wheels going. This is box 2, sealed up all the way. There's the front, there's the back. There's a cut. One more. Slate pop up. Alright guys, good luck here. Lots of paper in these. Alright, we've got Wilson on the authentication. And there's no, unless it's inside this, there's no, they normally TriStar puts a tag. There it is. It's right here. This is a monster hit, guys. An absolute monster of a hit. Holy cow. Holy cow. June, you have been pulling insane hits here in the basketball break. Wow. What a hit. We have, from the Indiana Pacers, we have guard Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton coming out of here on a hit for the Pacers. Congratulations, June. That's awesome. That's a great hit. Harden wasn't a bad guess. June, this has been your break. The basketball. Great pull. That is a fire hit right there. Congratulations, June. All right, here we go. Ooh, calling for a Ray Allen. All right. Let's go. This is box 46. Sealed up all the way around. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. All right, secondary seals right there. There's a cut all the way across. Alright, there's the info. The shoe is in there. It's a single shoe. Single shoe. There we go. Is a New Balance shoe. A New Balance shoe. We have, what a monster hit for the Sixers. This is another hit, back-to-back shoes for the Sixers. We have point guard Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey. Jake, that is an insane pull for you right there. Tyrese Maxey on a New Balance shoe right there. Point guard for the Sixers, Tyrese Maxey. We're pulling a Sixers team together here. Maxey and George back-to-back breaks. That is awesome. Way to go, Jake. Fanatics, by the way, Fanatics on your authentication right here. On your New Balance Tyrese Maxey. Daniel, that's a Sixer hit. We were just talking about that on Friday. You were like, Paul George, yeah, it's okay. But if it was a Tyrese Maxey, you were like, okay, that guy actually plays the game. Tyrese Maxey on the sneaker right there. Love these sneakers. I wish I would have bought more. I bought 6 of them. Wish I would have bought 60. That's a sick hit. That is a sick hit. How about that shot Maxey hit against the Knicks? That's his most epic play. That deep 3 against the Knicks. Oh, what a shot. That's when I think of Maxey, that's the shot I think of right there. Obviously, he's a lot more than just one shot, but whew. All right, we got the Hornets, the Pacers, and the Sixers. So we're staying on the East for the giveaways. All right, so we got Hornets, Pacers, Sixers. Hornets, Pacers, Sixers for the giveaway. All right, Thomas, I got you with the Sixers. Daniel, guessing the Sixers. Those are the only 2 names I'm seeing correctly, Thomas and Daniel. If I'm missing anybody, let me know. Did I see George? Congrats. It says, did I miss Dave? Can you ship the Frank Thomas? George, if you don't mind, please just send me an email about the Frank Thomas jersey, or a message on eBay. You could reply to the email we sent. You and I exchanged that email earlier today about the Funko break or the figurine break. Just send me a quick message. Just so I have that later as reference. I greatly appreciate it if you're able to do that. I saw it now, but that would help me so much more when I go through everything later. Alright, guys. Let me put this together. We have... So we have... this is going to be Daniel and Thomas battling it out here. There'll be 2 hits and 1 whammy between Daniel and Thomas. Daniel and Thomas, 2 hits and 1 whammy. Alright, so we have a shark, silver, and trash. Shark, silver, and trash. Thomas and Daniel. Top name. Picking the hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. It's Daniel. Alright, Daniel. What is your poison tonight, Daniel? Are you going to go for the shark, the trash, or the silver? Going with the silver. Alright, Daniel. That means you passed up on the shark, and inside the shark was the whammy. Inside of here, you could have been going nuts over a pair of Planters Going Nuts socks. Alright, no socks tonight. Alright, then you also passed up on the trash, and inside the trash was a $15 Dad Break gift card. Alright, so we passed up on a $15 gift card. That means, Daniel, this is coming to your house. A pack of Monopoly Prism Basketball, 24-25. Alright, Daniel, 24-25 Monopoly Prism Basketball. Let's go. How about Bird? Larry Bird coming out of there. How about the Diesel? 2 of the 20 all-time great basketball players. Scoot Henderson, 2nd-year card on the Scoot. Man, Scoot's got so much talent. It's just so raw still. And he just oozes talent, though. And then Jonathan Kuminga, speaking of raw talent, it's not as raw. It's finally starting to develop, especially this year. The great wingman. Potential, I should say. Potential to be a great wingman. Alright, Danny. Danny Dimes. I don't know. When I drink, you become Danny Dimes, I guess. Alright, guys, let me take a moment. Alright, Thomas. Jake. Daniel. I'm just making sure I got everybody in there. Alright, so Daniel, I gotta put you in the perfect pen. Jake R, I've got you in the perfect pen. And Thomas, I've got you, Thomas Q, with the 20s. Alright, guys. I'm going to head over to the site real quick. Alright, so here we are, dad-breaks.com. This is what's available if you're still looking for a spot tonight. In the Authentic Duke Football, this is one of my favorite breaks that we do. It's an Authentic Duke Football paired up with the jersey. We have the Colts and the Titans. Colts, Saints, and Titans. Colts, Saints, and Titans out there. Alright, that is in the Authentic Duke Football break. Then we have in the Perfect Penmanship Club. We have, I believe there are 5 spots remaining in this break. 1 autograph rookie or first year card, 1 autograph jersey, and 1 autograph photo. $18 get you in. Then we have just the Cowboys, the team that is absolutely loaded with potential hits. The Cowboys in the 3-box break. There's 1 mini helmet, 2 jerseys in this break. And then last but not least, we have the Gold Rush, 2 baseballs, 1 bat break. We have the Brewers And that's it, guys. Just the Brewers. And the Brewers have a really nice list of players on the checklist if you haven't looked at that just yet. All right, so that's it. Again, our break schedule, we're breaking this Friday. You know, the wives are going shopping all day, and you are going to buy a spot in the break room. And George, I got your message. All right, guys. Let's talk shop. Let's see. Let's do... You know what? Let's do the authentic full-size helmet break. Why not? Authentic full-size helmet. Just a few spots remaining tonight, and that's all. We pretty much are set to go. But let's do this. This break is this box right here. There are two helmets in here. There's a full-size and a mini. Box 61 is the one we're going to do tonight. Box 61. So that's the one we're doing tonight. Hey, Daniel, you are always welcome to. I'm going to have everybody out there. We're going to do this, and it's just for the helmet, the full-size helmet only. You're going to give me an NFL division. That's all you have to do. Give me a full-size helmet. All right, divisional guess. All right, yep. Jeff is on top of things. And other people might be on top of it. It's just not showing up. All right, we've got Chris with the Cardinals. Michael Motorcycle with the Falcons. Michael C with the Ravens. Case has the Buffalo Bills. He's circling the wagons. Chris looking for another hit with the Panthers. Michael Motorcycle with the Bears. Sarah in the action. Sarah's due for a hit with the Bungles. Daniel's got the Brownies. Michael's got the Cowboys. Daniel's got the Broncos. Paul's with the Lions. Mason got the Pack Attack. Justin's with the Texans. Troy's got the Colts. Chris has the Jags. Brandon's got the KC Chiefs. Case is on the case with the Raiders. Dudster with the Chargers. Rick with the Rams. Scott's got the Dolphins. Stacy's got it going on with the Vikes. Stacy, hope you're doing well. Dave's got the Pats. We have Candace with the Saints. Chris with the G-Men. Rick's got the Jets and the Fly Eagle Fly. Good luck, Rick. Michael's got the Steelers and the Niners. A lot of gold involved with those teams. Thomas has the Seahawks. Chris has the Bucks. David J stepping out with the Titans. And Troy's got the Commodes. All right, guys, I'm calling no more guesses. Set hood. We've got a squishy football right here. It is a mini football. All right. Let's go. This is box 61. 6-1. Sealed up all the way around. On the bottom, the shrink wrap. I don't even know how you can call it shrink wrap because this stuff is like the heaviest duty shrink wrap ever. You can hear it as I rip it. It's a different loud sound to that thicker plastic, I guess. Alright. We called no more guesses. Let's do this. There's that secondary seal. It is on the bottom as well. Tamper resistant, no less. Alright. I don't know what tamper resistant means because it's not going to resist that. Although I guess it shows that I did that. Boom. Let's go. All right, we have. Ooh, I'm super curious. What team is this going to be with? All right, the full-size helmet. One of the greatest catches we've ever seen a wide receiver ever make was by this wide receiver ever. And I'm curious. Oh, this is not the team you're thinking, guys. Not the team you guys are thinking when you think of this player. From the Baltimore Ravens. We are on fire with the Ravens on the full-size helmets with the Ravens. 3 of the last 4 are Baltimore Ravens hits, guys. Look at this, though. Look at this. How about this? Odell Beckham Jr. Odell Beckham. We picked a... What a weird night for our full-size helmets. We have OBJ on a Ravens helmet. And we had LaDainian Tomlinson on a Jets helmet. How bizarre. Neat, but bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. That's cool. Absolutely cool, Jones. Michael C. with the hit. OBJ. Alright, we'll see the mini helmet in a second. Let's go. OBJ right there. The mini helmet coming out of here. We have from the Detroit Lions. Holy cow, that's a monster hit, guys. And this is a huge... You thought this was a good hit? Holy cow, wait till you see the name on this. Wait till you see the name on this. From the Detroit Lions. Paul, you just hit a Jahmyr Gibbs autograph right there. Jahmyr Gibbs autograph helmet. Boom! Boom! Arguably the best running back, top 2-3 running back in the NFL today. Jahmyr Gibbs right there. Sorry, Daniel. That Jahmyr Gibbs is fire. What a beast of a running back Jahmyr Gibbs is. When you draft a running back as high as the, and that's Fanatics authenticated, by the way, on the Gibbs. When you draft a running back as high as the Lions did, you have to hit. You have to hit in the way the NFL works today. And boy, did they hit on that. But you cannot... Boom, shakalaka. From downtown! But the way the NFL is, you have to hit if you're going to draft a running back as high as the Lions did with the Jahmyr Gibbs selection. The Bijan selection by the Falcons, so to speak, as well. And those teams both did. Yep, they did. And they were able to get a tight end out of that. Unfortunately, we'll see how Laporta's injury. But basically, the trading back got them Laporta. Because what ended up happening is they could have drafted Jalen Carter. The big discussion... especially in a group that I have, a chat group that I have with some friends, the big discussion was, do we draft Jalen Carter or do we draft Jahmyr Gibbs and Laporta? And they went with the... Realistically, you could just break it down. They had the Jalen Carter in front of them, or they could do Gibbs, and they did Gibbs. And I think it's worked out brilliantly. Unfortunately, brilliantly, maybe an overstatement with the Laporta now that injury is scary with Laporta. It really is, unfortunately. It's not a great injury for Laporta, but Gibbs is a beast. Alright, so for the guesses, though, AFC North only for the guesses. AFC North. What a surprise pull for our full sides tonight. AFC North. I don't see any AFC North guesses. What Ladd is a great wide receiver. All right, am I missing anybody? I don't see any correct guesses on AFC North. You know what? We're gonna do an all babes. It's an all babes kind of night on this one. So you are gonna have a chance at a huge monster pull or the most epic whammy ever. Everybody that put a guess in. All right. As long as you put a guess in, you're going to have a chance here to make a selection. One is going to be epic. One is going to be epic. No, they're both epic, but in totally different directions. All right, there's 4. There's 5. Top name on the 7th time has to be a name. So it's Jake. All right, so we're taking Jake here. Jake, you are going to tell me red or silver babes. Red or silver babes, Jake. And we just did, I don't know what break we just did. No clue. We did this one right there. All right, Jake. This alcohol is kicking in and it's getting scary. All right, Jake. I have no idea if you just picked the whammy or not, so we're just going to pretend you picked the whammy. All right, you passed up on the red. The red, you did a good job, Jake. Jake, you did a good job. Because you missed out on a pack of the Hunger Games cards. Because everybody loves the Hunger Games. And actually, if you do, sorry. I could not stand that movie. My daughter likes the book. A lot of people liked it, obviously. It made lots of money. Not my cup of tea. Kids killing kids, I'm not a fan. Hey, but don't worry, Jake. You didn't get it. Jake, you have the chance here at an epic, absolutely epic pull here. Jake, you just pulled a 2018 Donruss football pack with the chance at one of the huge quarterback rookie cards right there. Thomas, I might. Watch out. All right, here we go. Time to open this bad boy up. Can we get one of the huge rookies? We have a Juju Smith-Schuster, Adam Thielen, Prime Time, Kareem Hunt, Mike Evans. It's crazy. All these guys so far are still in the league. Juju, Thielen, obviously Prime Time was out of the league by then. Kareem Hunt, Mike Evans, Zay Jones, Hunter Henry, and a Christian Kirk rookie. This is for being a pack from 7 years ago. To have all these guys still in the league, obviously, and his son in the league, quite literally touching the whole league active with these names is pretty incredible. All right, and Christian Kirk's not a bad pull for a rated rookie either. Not the quarterback we're hoping for, but Jake, that's a fun pack. I don't know who Jennifer is. Did I say Jennifer? Jennifer Aniston's. No one's ever complained about a Jennifer Aniston sighting. Nobody knew who she was until that movie Waiting. I don't know what you're saying. Waiting, and then she was in Waiting, right? And then I know she was in Office Space. I've heard she was in a TV show too, but who knows? Chris, thank you so much for buying some spots. David was sleeping, and now he just bought a couple spots. So, all right, give me a second here. Chris, thank you very, very much. Let me put Chris's name in 3 spots here. You've got the Titans, the Colts, and the Saints. Thank you, Chris. And David, you have the Dallas Cowboys and a little perfect pen. Alright, let me do this. Give me 1 second here. Alright. We are going to do the Duke. We're going to do a back-to-back football breaks here. We're going into the Duke here next. Alright, let me refresh this. And then let me update the product line. And don't forget, if you haven't seen them, I'll go show that real quick. Give me one uno momento, as some might say. Alright. Still have a couple spots remaining in the baseball and in the perfect penmanship, everything else. But don't forget, remember, if you've signed up, make sure, if you haven't already, make sure you sign up for the Dad Bucks Rewards program. So every purchase you get points, and we have our customer appreciation break. Use your points. Don't have to use them all, but make sure you use some of them to get spots in our customer appreciation break. We have an authentic Nike Ron Jaworski jersey. We have an Ari Lehman. That is a Ari Lehman, Jason Voorhees Funko. We have a Jay Buhner baseball bat. We have a hockey puck. We have a football photo, and then we have 5 Dad Breaks gift cards. So a bunch of giveaways. We'll be doing that here in 3 weeks from tonight. So don't forget to check that out as well. And then I have 4 perfect penmanship spots, and I still have the Brewers in the baseball bat break. But let's do the authentic football, the Duke. I have 2 Duke footballs left, 2 of them left. I have box 83, and the other one actually is a lower number. Let me just grab that one real quick. 83 and 69. I think these are the last 2 that I have left. So we're going to figure out which one of these we're going to use. This one's 69, this one's 83. You guys in the chat, one NFL team, that's all I have to do, one NFL team. If it comes out of the football or the jersey we use, you will have a chance here to box a mystery. And I have a really nice guaranteed auto as one of the giveaways. So I'll do guaranteed auto as 2 of the giveaways. 1 whammy and 2 guaranteed autos if you can guess correctly. So we'll do that. 1 whammy and 2 guaranteed autos. Alright. Let's figure this out. We have 69 and 83. 69. That's a 6-6. 83. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. 83. Let's go. 83. Alright, so we'll take 69 off. We'll leave 83 here. Alright, for the jersey, we have every number in here. We're just going to say we have every number but the number 5. Alright, every number but the number 5 in here. Alright, so technically we have every number but the number 10, but we'll just skip the number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. This is box 8, so it's the 3rd from the bottom. 3rd from the bottom. That's the way we're going to do this. 3rd from the bottom. Alright, so I got these. That's 1. So let's just take these all out, and let's just make sure we have a number. Alright. And that way we'll do this correctly. And we'll do it back upside down. So that's 1 on the top. And I'll do this backwards, and I'll get the stickers so you guys can see me do this. A great way to do this. So we'll just this way. As 10. This is going to be number 9. This here is number 8. This is the one we're going to use in this break. Number 8. This is number 7. We'll put a sticker on that guy. 7. This will be number 6. Number 6. This will be number 4. And this will be number 3. Number 3. And then you can see that says 2. And that's going to say 1. Alright, we are all set and ready to go. Last call on those guesses. We have Jake with the Cardinals, Michael with the Falcons, Jones, you've got the Ravens on this one, James with the Bills. Bill's got the Panthers, Troy's got the Bears, George has the Bungles, Dudley's got the Browns, Candace with the Boys, Michael Motorcycle with the Broncos and the Lions, Mason's got the Pack Attack, Paul's got the Texans, Chris has the Colts, Dennis with the Jags, Todd's got the Chiefs, William's got the Raiders. Mike's got the Chargers. Paul's got the Rams. Scott's got his Dolphins. Sarah's got the Vikes. Michael's got the Patriots. Chris with the Saints. Stacy's got the Giants. Mike's got the Jets. Danny, you've got the Fly Eagle Fly. Michael's got the Steelers. June with the Niners. Thomas with the Seahawks. Michael Motorcycle with the Bucks. Chris with the Titans. And Bill sitting on the commode. Alright, guys. No more guesses. This is the jersey. Let's start things off with... Okay, we haven't used him as a good luck charm in a while. This is Forrest Gump, the ping pong player, Ping Pong Forrest. Alright, this is jersey number 8. Jersey 8. Sliced at the top. Ooh. Oh, his wife is hot, I'm just saying. From the San Francisco 49ers, we have the Juice Man, Kyle Juszczyk. Kyle Juszczyk. There we go. 49ers on the hit. Kyle Juszczyk. Kyle Juszczyk. I'm just saying. Beckett authentication. But that's not really what I'm saying. Alright, June. Congrats. Another nice hit for you there, June. The juice is loose. Alright. Box 83. Box 83. Alright. Box 83. Sealed up. All the way around. That's the front. That's the back. That's the side. That's everything good. Good luck. Box 83, sealed up. Jones, you're going to have trouble getting the Lewis, but you might get the Flowers. Lewis went to another Ravens fan, so I have which is Troy L. He's a Ravens fan, so trouble getting that one. But you might be able to talk the Zay Flowers. You can message me if you want me to email Jones. If you want me to email the person, I can. Let me pop that up a little. Alright. Here's the football. Paper. Oh, nice hit right here. Nice hit. Alright, let's see if it says team or NFL. It's guaranteed to be the same. We'll go out the same team either way. Active wide receiver right here. Active wide receiver. Killing Me Smalls is going to hate me when he sees this. Alright. NFL. We have a wide receiver. From the Atlanta Falcons, we have Drake London. Drake London coming out of here on a sweet-looking The Duke football right there. Drake London. These are such a beautiful, beautiful. I love these. This is one of my favorite things to pull here, the Dukes. I have one more left. One more. Drake London, and that is a Atlanta Falcon. Michael, congratulations. Alright, Falcons and 49ers. Falcons and 49ers on the hits. Did anybody guess Falcons or 49ers? Daniel has the 49ers as a guess. I think Daniel's the only correct guess. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong on that. this. Daniel, as promised, there are going to be 2 autos and 2 guaranteed auto chances here, and 1 whammy. 1 whammy for you here, Daniel. Silver and gold. Don't worry about the plastic. Silver and gold or babes. Silver and gold or babes for you here, Daniel. You got it. The babes it is. Daniel. I'm going to tell you right now, you passed up on the silver. The silver had guaranteed auto pack coming out of here of a Futures multi-sport. So we missed out on the guaranteed auto from there. Then Daniel, you passed up on the gold. The gold had a guaranteed auto from 2022. A hobby pack for football. So Daniel, no auto for you. But guess what? You got the whammy! Coming out of here, your very own pair of Seinfeld socks. There you go. Jerry! Hello, Newman. You just got a pair of Seinfeld socks coming your way. This crew pair can be worn delightfully around town, uptown, or anywhere you like. Joan, stop it. You're welcome, Daniel. Alright, Chris, I got you in for the, thank you for the, let's see, that was the, let me see, got you at the Brewers, thank you, and for the, Chris, closing out, and then George and Chris each got perfect penmanship. George, I've got you 2 times, and Chris, let me double check here, I want to make sure I didn't miscalculate. Oh, I did. Alright, give me 1 second here. I just want to make sure on the perfect penmanship. I think I'm off by 1, and I want to make sure I have all the right names in there. I've got George, Chris. Just making sure we've got everybody for that because I'm off by 1. I did have to maneuver something earlier, so just making sure I've got it correct. Alright, so I've got George with 2. Then we've got Chris, then David, then Jake R, then Daniel, then June, then Dudley, then Jake. Jake had 2. Alright, that's where we were. That's all I had to do. We're all set. Alright, George and... This is the way it's going to work. George and Chris, you're each going to get something small. Let's see. What's something small we can do with potential for each of you guys? This is what we'll do. Alright, George. I'm going to have George. George, you're in the chat, I'm sure. George, you were going to tell me, and Chris is going to get the other one. George, I have a pack. It's a hobby pack of Topps Heritage Baseball 2020. It's a hobby pack. Do you want that, or do you want the Topps 2024 Update Series? This is not a hobby pack, but it does have a chance for the Paul Skeens rookies. So, George, you pick which one you would like. Chris H. is going to get the other pack. You guys help close out the evening, and I want to give you guys a small reward for that. So, thank you guys. And George, I know you're in here, so I'm going to let you pick which one, and you could help determine the fate for you and Chris. George is going with the Heritage. All right, George, you'll get the hobby pack, and then Chris, you're going to get the 2024 pack here, Mr. Harrison. And this is a chance for the Skeens rookie. You know, Skeens is in here. All right, this is going to be Chris's pack. There is a Nayaka Uwasora. Yeah, I can say that. Easy for me to say. Lennon Sosa. Jackson Holiday rookie. There you go. Nice pull, Jackson Holiday. Lucas Giolito. Michael Lorenzen, the two-way man. Darren Blanco. Tyler O'Neill. Victor Scott II. You have a Evan Justice and Anthony Molina. Cole Irwin. There's a duo. There's Paul Skeens, you know, as a Pirate team card. There is a Josh Gibson. That is a throwback. One of the all-time great Negro League players. Right there, Josh Gibson. We have an O'Neill Cruz Topps Chrome. And a Nolan Chanel rookie right there from the Angels. Not a great power hitting first baseman, but good defensively and great eye at the plate. All right, Chris, not a bad pack. George, you passed that up for a hobby pack. Again, hobby pack right here. Let's go. Let's see what you're pulling out of here, George. You have a Yangervis Solarte, Jake Morenzik, Kyle Farmer. I'll never forget. Dude can play catcher. He doesn't really play catcher anymore, though. Adolis Garcia. This is my prediction for the Pirates' big acquisition in the offseason right there. Is Adolis Garcia. There's a Justin Verlander, future Hall of Famer. Michael A. Taylor. Didn't put A on there. That's interesting. Carlos Gonzalez, Cargo. Dustin Garneau. And a Robbie Grossman right there, former Pirate prospect. No on-card autos or anything out there. That's what you're shooting for. Went for the upside, so I appreciate it, George. No worries there. All right, guys. Well, thank you. All right, guys. We've got 2 football breaks remaining. Let's do the mini helmet. We'll end the night on the perfect penmanship. I still have this. We'll end the night on the perfect penmanship break. All right, so let's do the mini helmet and 2 jersey break. Football. All right, for this, I want you guys. I've said 5. Let's do 6. I've never ever done 6 in the break room. I've had a few beverages. 6 players, 1 line. 6 players. Everybody that guesses correctly that comes out of any of the boxes, guaranteed to get something with an autograph coming to their house. Every single person that guesses correctly will get something that's autographed coming to their house. All right, 6 players, 1 line. I've got boxes 1, 3, every number but 2 and 8 from the 1 to 10 are available for the jersey. All right, so every number but 2 and 8 are a possibility here. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, so we have 1 that's staying, but 3 is going to get replaced by box number 5. All right, here's box 5 coming on right there. All right, and that's going to replace box 3. Now for the mini helmet, 2's on the table. We have also 5, 7, 8, 9, 11, and 12. 2, 5, 7, 8, 9, 11, and 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 11. Box 11. Let me grab that. Alright, so box 11's coming on. Box 2 is out of there. Alright, make those final guesses. Alright, guys. Let me refresh this so the cowboy spot shows up. Alright, guys. We have Dudley with the Cardinals, David with the Falcons, Chris has the Ravens, Brandon's got the Buffalo Bills, Mark's got the Panthers, Troy's got the Bears, George with the Bungles, Chris has the Browns, David with the Boys, Paul's got the Broncos and the Lions, Mason's got the Packers, Daniel with the Texans, George has the Colts, William's got the Jags, Brandon's got the Chiefs, Case has the Raiders, Daniel's got the Chargers, Sarah's got the Rams, Scott's got the Dolphins, Stacy has the Vikes and the Pats, Daniel's got the Saints. We've got Mark with the Giants, Daniel with the Jets, and the Fly Eagle Fly. Troy with the Steelers. Andrew's got the Niners. Thomas with the Seahawks. Candace with the Bucks. David's got the Titans. Mike, you're sitting on the commode. All right, guys, no more guesses. Good luck here. Good luck. Quarterback, quarterback, quarterback. Let's go. Hey. Hello. Alright, we have quarterback here. Box 1. Heck yeah. Alright, so this is a seal there, and this is just a cut. That's all we have to do is give this one single cut all the way around from RSA. There we go. One cut. Good luck. I got you, Thomas. And do you need some more earthquake beer? No, I don't. Look at this monster hit for the Vikings. An insane hit for the Vikes. We have running back Adrian Peterson. That is a huge, huge hit right there. We've got some big name running backs pulled tonight, haven't we? Alright, from the Vikings, Adrian Peterson. What a hit, Stacy. Congrats, Adrian Peterson. Cheers to the 9.5% pounders. Woohoo! Did we have any AP guesses? That's a sick hit. What a hit. Alright, Vikings. Alright, Stacy, nice hit. Nice, nice. Alright, box 5. Box 5, let's go. There's our seal right there, all the way around. Let's cut into this, see what's in this box. Box 5. Oh, we have from the Jacksonville Jaguars, Hall of Fame lineman, tackle, Tony Boselli, the first draft pick ever in franchise history from the Jaguars. Beckett authenticated Tony Boselli. And that's going out to William. William, congratulations, Hall of Famer right there. Tony B. Arguably the best left tackle for about 5 years. Unfortunately, injuries cut his career short, but still was able to have a Hall of Fame career. Tony Boselli. Alright, guys, here we go. Mini helmet, box 11. This is the monster. We can already feel it. The mojo. Everybody's coming together. They're spooning. Box 11. All the way. Good luck, everybody. There's the front. There's the back. One cut. There's the second cut. There's another cut. We have a specialty helmet alert, and I've never seen this team in this color before. Never seen this team in this color. This is a Rave helmet, a Hall of Famer. We pulled this name last week. We put it on a jersey. We have from the Los Angeles Chargers. Look at that on a Rave helmet. Ron Mix. Ron Mix on a Hall of Fame mini helmet. Beckett authenticated on a Rave mini helmet for the Chargers. We've never pulled a Chargers Rave before, that's for sure. Ron Mix Daniel. Congratulations, Daniel. Ron Mix mini helmet coming your way. That is a neat looking helmet. I don't know what I said, Jeff. I think Forrest Gump is in trouble. That's all I know. That is a cool looking helmet. I've never pulled a Rave Charger. All right, 8-piece. We got 3 Hall of Famers in that break right there. Tony Boselli, Adrian Peterson, and Ron Mix. 3 Hall of Famers. That's awesome. All right, William, Daniel, and Stacy, congrats. David, oh, you're supposed to close your eyes. I'm buying your luck. I'm sending you some love in a t-shirt. Give me 1 second here. Chris, I got your message. I have you... Chris... I have you with 2 spots in the perfect penmanship as well. But just not back to back. That's why you didn't hear me say that earlier the way I did. Chris, if you're wondering. Alright, guys. Any guesses on Adrian Peterson? I have to type this. Peters. AP. No guesses. I'm not seeing anything. If I missed you, let me know. I'm not seeing any correct guesses though on these. Nope, not seeing any correct guesses. Alright. Let me go ahead and grab everybody's name is going in the box of mystery, and you're going to have a 50-50 chance of something amazing or something downright dirty. Amazing or downright dirty. Alright. Something amazing or downright dirty. Silver or gold? Silver or gold? And as long as you put a guess in, you're going to have a chance here. Heck, I'm going to take everything. Watch this. This is how Smalls. If Smalls hits, that is David. If Smalls hits, that's David. That's a bonus guess for Smalls. There is David. Everybody else, I need a name. But Smalls would be David. David and Will. Top name, 7-time getting a box of mystery. There's 5, there's 6. One more top time. This is Daniel. All right, Daniel. You're either going to be happy or crying. What break did we just do? I have no idea. We're going to hit that button. I think it was that button. Alright. Daniel, go ahead and pick a box of mystery. Alright, Daniel. That means you passed up on silver. Tonight, silver. You're just not you. It was the guaranteed auto, Daniel. You missed out on the guaranteed auto. So guess what, Daniel? You hit pay dirt on a whammy. And tonight's whammy in this golden box. Oh, this is just for you. Just for you. Like quite literally says just for you. And it's pointing to you. Like, right there! Right there! This is for you! It's coming your way! This will be yours, Daniel. This is just for you. It's a pointer. It doesn't want to go back in. It's pointing. Ah. That'll be yours, Daniel. Not this time. Not this time, Jones. Not this time. Alright, we'll do a baseball bat and 2 balls break. Let me get my balls out there. Alright, for this, we're going to do the same thing. 6 players, 1 line. 6 players, 1 line. Go ahead, give me 6 Major League Baseball players, 1 line. Everybody gets it correctly, gets a box of mystery. Brand new series, brand new case. Let's figure out what we're going to be using. He's using. Alright, so we'll put those on the bottom, and these on the bottom, and these on top, and then we'll put these guys will be on top. Alright, so these are all right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Top 2 numbers will be the 2 baseballs we use. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. 6 and 4. 6 and 4 for the baseballs. So 2, 3. This is box 4. We'll put that over there. 5, and then this is 6. We'll use this one as well. Alright, so there is 4 and 6, or 6 and 4 as they stand now. For the bats, we have 1 on the table. We also have 2 and 3. We used 4 in our last break. So 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, bat number 2. Let me grab bat 2. Alright, coming on the table here, guys. Bat deuce. This is bat baseball 6. This is baseball 4. Bat 1, not today. Alright, little baseball note out there. Maybe. Alright. We have Jones with the Diamondbacks, George with the Braves, Justin's got the O's, Thomas with the Red Sox, Candace has the Cubs, David with the White Sox, Stacy's got the Reds, Mark with the Guards, Peter's got the Rocks. We've got Mark with the Tigers, Paul with the Astros, Dudster with the Royals, Paul's got the Angels, Brandon with the Detroit. Brandon has the Los Angeles Dodgers. There we go. Peter's got the Marlins, Chris has the Brew Crew, Thomas with the Twins, Juan's got the Mets, Case with the Yanks, Troy's got the A's, Daniel's got the Phillies, Justin with the Pirates, David's got the Padres/Friars, Zachary's got his Giants, Mark has the M's, the Cards, and then we have Mark M with the Rays, Michael Motorcycle with the Rangers, Mark has the Jays, and Jake has the Nationals. Alright guys, no more guesses. Good luck here. 2 more breaks left. This one, and then we have the football break to end the night with the perfect penmanship. Alright, we'll do this. This is, I think, number 4 right here. Sealed up all the way around. Get our good luck baseball duck. Quack, quack. There's our seal. give that a pull. Here's a name we talked about earlier tonight. 2 pulls of this name tonight in one night. All right, let's see. What does Jeff think is more valuable? Which would he be more likely to trade for? The baseball jersey of Frank Thomas or the baseball here of Frank Thomas from the White Sox? David, put him on the board. Yes! David, there you go. Frank Thomas on an autographed baseball. There you go. White Sox hit. Frank, Big Hurt Thomas. There you go. Congrats, David. Frank Thomas. No more killing anybody's. Okay, Smalls? All right. Sealed up all the way. Sealed up right there, secondary seal. There we go. Oh, big hit right here. Big hit. Oh, somebody's hot. Somebody get the fire extinguisher out. Oh, this is sick. This is, honest to God, an amazing hit. This is amazing. Hold on, I gotta put this, recenter this, because this is a team baseball 50th anniversary. We have player and JSA authenticated Rawlings TriStar or JSA authenticated Major League Baseball from the San Diego Padres 50th anniversary Padre baseball. Fernando Tatis Jr. David, put the fire out. He's on fire. Look at that. Fernando Tatis Jr. baseball on a Padres 50th anniversary baseball. That is so cool. Look at the Padre. I don't know if you're familiar with the Friar with the baseball bat swing. That was the old Friar, like more of a 70s, 80s logo. That's so cool. That is so cool. Alright, let me mark that down. Fernando Tatis baseball. I really like that baseball a lot. Really like that baseball. That Padre logo is one of my favorite alternate old school logos ever. I gotta get a hat with that logo. I'm not gonna lie. I need a hat with that logo. Alright, this is the side they don't want us opening from because they water sealed it. So that means we gotta open up here, but this is also the barrel side, so let's have fun with it. This is bat number 2. Bat number 2. This is the cut eventually. There we go. Ooh. We have a red. Hold on. Give me a second. There's a red right here. I don't know. Senator Green. Holy cow. This is really awesome. If this is who I think it is, we have a Washington Senator. Yeah, Senator Great. It is. Senator Great. Look at this. This is an insane hit. 1968 and 1976 AL Home Run King. That's actually really cool how he did that. Frank Howard. Frank Howard on the hit right there. That is awesome. JSA authenticated. Frank Howard. We've never pulled a bat like that. Senator, Washington Senator, Frank Howard, baseball bat. That is so cool. That is Frank Howard. Passed away 2023. Frank Howard, Senator, great. And that was the Texas Ranger version of Washington Senators. So this is going to be a Texas Ranger hit because the Senators moved from Washington to Texas. They moved twice, so I know that we have people that are going to say Senators moved to Minnesota. They also moved to Texas, and that's why I'm looking this up to see which one it is, because you won't see Texas down here. See how there's no Texas? Because this Texas Ranger and this Senator matches up together. So games played, didn't matter, it says Senators on it, which would be a Texas Ranger hit, guys. That is super cool. Texas Rangers. That is Michael Motorcycle Michael Lawrence on an insanely neat. We've never pulled a Frank Howard. We've never pulled anything that says Senator. That is really, really fascinating right there. And that's an old JSA authentication right there as well. So, and then it's got JSA on my end. So awesome, awesome whole hit right there. Yeah, that's a cool bat. All right, Michael, congratulations. That's really neat. Frank Howard baseball bat. All right. I'm going to guess no Frank Howard guesses, but either way, Frank Howard was a beast. Former Rookie of the Year. And Frank Howard, let's see, 37.6 WAR in his career. All-time great Washington Senator. He hit 382 career home runs. Career OPS. Career 851, which is fantastic. Great, great player. Alright, guys. Well, congratulations on the hits. Alright, how many correct guesses do we have? I'm guessing no Howard, but Tatis and Thomas are going to have me giving some stuff away. Alright, Jeff has Thomas and Tatis, so let me put you in there twice. Alright. June, I've got you with Tatis. Dad and Will had Tatis and Frank Thomas, so you're in there twice. You guys are just gonna take everything I got. Alright, and then so it's Tatis and then Thomas. Hold on, I gotta find out where the Thomas stuff starts, because there's too many Thomases in here. Alright, I got Jake in there as well. George. Got the Dad and Will. Thomas has a Thomas guess. Hey, you guys are all going to get something. It's just a matter of what. So, Daniel. I got Jeff. Alright. So I've got Jeff, June, David, Jake, George, Thomas, Q, and Daniel. All going to have a chance here. I don't know what just happened. Sounds good. If there was a trade, just make sure you message me on eBay or through my email. If there's any trade, just make sure you message me. That's all I will say. And now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 giveaways. Okay. Okay. 9 giveaways. All right. we will do one guaranteed auto, two guaranteed autos. We'll do two. There's 5 items. I'm just getting some packs. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Alright, I have 9 items to give away. Alright, someone's getting a guaranteed auto hobby pack with at least one auto. Then we are going to have someone getting a Chronicles pack, a Contenders pack, a Leaf pack with a guaranteed auto. We'll do Topps Update pack. So that is 1 through 5. We'll do 1 through 5. Then we'll have a Donruss pack, a Gravity, a Topps Baseball, and then a couple Topps Opening Day. There are 9 packs right there. Everybody that guessed correctly is getting something. Alright. Number 1 will get... Whoop, let me go back. Well, it doesn't matter what I show. Number 1 will get the guaranteed auto pack. Number 9 will get the opening day pack. Everything else in between. This is everybody, and it's just by name. So you see there are 9 names. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. The auto... Jake, you're going to get the guaranteed auto pack. Congratulations, Jake. And then we'll figure out everything in between. So it's Jake, David, Jeff, Daniel, David, Jeff, Thomas, George, and then June. Alright, so that is the way that breaks down. Alright, let me put everybody's name down. Jake, David, Jeff, Daniel, David, Jeff again, Thomas Q, George, and then June. Alright, June. George, Thomas Q, Jeff, David, Daniel, Jeff, David, Jake. Alright, June. Opening day 2022. Let's see, this is June's pack. We have one more break remaining after this, guys, tonight. This is Kyle Tucker, Tim Anderson, Vidal Brujon, Wally, there we go, Green Monster, Bobby Dahlbach, Matt Chapman, and Ozzy Albies. Alright, June, those cards coming your way. George. George, this is yours. George, this is your pack. You have a Ernie Clement. Nice run this year. Luke Williams. Jake Cousins. Bomb Squad there. There's a Soto from Mil Reyes. Walker Buehler. And a Jed Lowry. Hello, Lowry. Former Red Sox. Alright, this is Thomas Q. Thomas Q. This is a Gravity Topps baseball pack for you. Alright, Thomas. You have a Craig Kimbrell, Jose Barrios, Luke Williams, back-to-back packs Williams, Trey Elmberger, and Max Fried. Still with the Braves uni on that. Alright, Jeff. Jeff, here's your pack. Mr. Sand offer. Jeff, your baseball pack. Ooh, there's something on the back there. Hyung Ryu. There's a Vlad Jr., Max Kepler, Shohei, there we go, nice Shohei, and the one on the back is a Josh Rojas, rookie right there, Josh Rojas, but a nice Shohei Ohtani. Alright, Jeff, not too shabby. Anytime you pull an Ohtani, you'll take it. David, here is your Topps Update Baseball pack. This is a wild card right here for David. Already got 2 hits in that break. Throw that away. Alright. You have a Ryan Howard. Miguel Cabrera, these are All-Star. Derek Jeter, another All-Star Game 1. Ichiro All-Star. Francisco Lindor. Joey Votto. Some great players. Jason Castro. Zach Davies. There's a Albert Pujols. The captain, Derek Jeter. Corey Kluber. Steve Cishek. There's a Frank Schwindel, I should say. Brian Johnson. Eric Thames. And Mitch Moreland. Some great Hall of Famers in there for you, dude. Alright, here's a guaranteed auto pack for you, Daniel. It's all about the auto, though. It's all about the auto with these Leaf packs. It's all about the auto. Alright. Brandon Murray, Garrett Pearson, Drew Wharton, Jonathan Dukoff, Grant Williams, Jace Rose, Logan Warmoth. Your auto here is David Michael Burkhalter. You got the whole name. Sean Reed Foley had a nice run in majors. Michael Geddes, Trace Lore. Alright, so it's your Sean Reed Foley. He had a 5-year run in the MLB. Alright, Jeff, here is your other pack right here. Shooting for autos with this series. And Jeff, you have a Yu Darvish, Jonathan Gray, Nick Castellanos, Ticket to Stardom, Yordan Alvarez. That's a nice card right there. And Zach Wheeler. It's a nice Yordan Alvarez rookie, though. Alright, Mr. Jones. Speaking of Chronicles and Contenders, let's go. Chronicles. This is Mr. Jones's Chronicles pack. Alright. Logan Tanner. You have a Jim Edmonds. Shoeless Joe Jackson. Ted Williams. That's awesome. That's really cool. Ted Williams looking card. And a Drew Jones rookie. There you go. That's a first-year Drew Jones rookie, son of Andrew Jones. It's actually a really good pull right there of Drew Jones. Alright, so great rookie pull there at the end for David. And one more pack. You guys are all welcome. Jake, guaranteed auto in here. Could be one auto and one mem or 2 autos. Alright, this is for Jake. Well, that's a nice card on the back. I don't think it's an auto, though. That one's not. But you have 1 auto and 2 memorabilia cards in here. 1 auto and 2 mem, but I'll explain that here. Nick Nestreni. Nick, look at that bush. $4.99, $9.99, $4.99 numbered. Colson Montgomery, nice rookie pull right there, Montgomery. Here's your mem card of Bryce Jarvis from the Diamondbacks. Bryce Jarvis mem. Check out the next card. It's an auto mem of Aaron Zavala. Great pull right there of the young prospect right there. Aaron Zavala, really good prospect of Zavala is. Rangers, Aaron Zavala. Auto mem. That's a great pull right there. Zavala. Alright, Jake, congratulations. The big winner in the giveaways. You guys are welcome. Alright, friends. Last break of the night. Thank you so much for your patience. If you don't see your name on the screen right now, don't worry, we'll get you out there in a second. And in fact, I will figure out the names first, and then we'll figure out what you're getting. Alright. For this, everybody that guesses the letter correctly, just give me 1 letter. Everybody guesses correctly, I will give you a box of mystery, just like we did just now, or a pack, or whatever. If there's more than 3, we'll do a pack. If it's less than 3 or less, I'll do boxes of mystery. David, stop it. You're killing me, Smalls. Alright. If this was 7 times, Chris would have the letter A. George would have the letter Z. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Daniel's going to have the letter A. And I don't know, but somewhere in there, David has the letter X. That's all I know. Actually, A, B, C. You have the letter D, David. D for David. I figured that out fast. Alright, we'll refresh this and see what everybody's got. Alright, that's a look at what everybody has. I'm going to figure out what jersey everybody's going to use. We have box 1 on the table. I'm just going to have to go through and count these out because I don't have a cheat sheet. Alright. 1 is on the table. Let's go into the list randomizer. 1. We have 2. We have 3. We have 4. No, we have 6. We have 7. And 9 and 10. And that was 3. Alright, 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, we'll use jersey number 2. Jersey number 2. Alright, so this is the jersey we'll use. Number 2. Number 1's out of there. Alright. For the photo, we have every number but 3 and 5. I'm not sure if that's right. Is there 8? Yep, 3 and 5. That is correct. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, box 10 for the photo here. Box 10. I'm going to cross that off. Let me cross these better. This is number 10. Now for the perfect penmanship, I have box 1 out there. And I also have 3 and 5 right here as well. So 1, 3, and 5. Let's go with an odd number. 7 times. 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, number 1. Let's go with what is number 1. Number 1 is currently out there. Alright, guys. This guy. Alright, so we have Daniel with the letter A, George the letter B, Mike has C, David D, Dudley E, Jake F, Paul G, Mark H, Troy I, Mark has J, June has K, Daniel L, Michael Motorcycle with the letter M, Canis has N, Jake has O, Canis has P, George has Q, Jones has R, Jake has S, Chris has T, Mike has U, Chris has V, Jake has W, Jake R has W, Jake T has X, Paul has Y, and Mark's sleeping on the Z's. Alright guys, good luck here. I don't know why it's not typing. Can you guys hear me? I've typed no more guesses like 8 times. Okay, well, now it showed up a couple times. And so yes, I assume you can hear me. Alright guys. Let's use, this is football. Let's go with I'm trying to think of a fun thing to use here. Why not? Alright. A little Dinty Moore beef stew. When you're on a budget and life is just calling for it, Dinty Moore. Give me more, said Dinty. Alright guys, good luck everybody. I see 2. I see it. I see 15. All right. I see some blue. All right. We never pull this name. We pulled it last week. We already pulled it tonight. We literally never pull this name. Here we are pulling it twice. Hall of Famer from the Chargers, Ron Mix. Like, this is a name we never pulled. Like, never pulled. Here we are pulling it back-to-back breaks and twice tonight. 2 different things at least tonight, a mini helmet and a jersey. Hall of Famer lineman from the, at the time it would have been San Diego Chargers, Ron Mix, the letter M. Michael Motorcycle taking the hit down on this one. Ron Mix for the jersey. All right, Michael, congrats. Ron Mix. It just fascinates me how things like that happen sometimes. All right, Dinty Moore, we're stepping it up. You know why I like tennis? Because my balls are felt. All right, box 10. Box 10. This is a football box right there. We're going to give it a slurp. Let's go. Good luck, everybody. This is a team we never see, and a letter not always picked. All right, we have from the Arizona Cardinals, quarterback Jim Hart. Mark, congratulations, quarterback Jim Hart. Technically a St. Louis Cardinal, but we'll go with Arizona on the hit here. Thank you. All right, Jim Hart. All right, last one. Let's get, hey, I always say it, I'll say it again. You're awesome. Someone in your life thinks you're awesome. Someone you're going to see this week thinks you're awesome. Probably more than one person, too. So don't ever forget that. Life can get tough. It can be hard. We all go through our ups and downs. Everything in life presents itself that way. But don't forget, there's someone that thinks you're awesome. So don't let them down. Just be there for them. That's all we ask. That's all we can ask for. All right, guys. Box 1. Good luck, everybody. Last hit of the night. Let's see if we can pull another monster. I appreciate you guys so much. I have fun doing this. Hopefully you have fun doing it with me as well. That's what she said. Oh, we have a... Oh, this guy was on TV last night. Alright, here we go. I actually saw him on TV. Him and Craig. We have from the 49ers. Check out this rookie right here. Ronnie Lott. Ronnie Lott autograph rookie right there. Hall of Famer. There's no fingers lost on this hit. Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. That's awesome. One of the hardest hitters in the history of the game. Daniel, you are hitting it in the auto rookies with these perfect penmanship. That is so cool. Ronnie Lott autograph. Throwing it old school right there on the Ronnie Lott. Autograph rookie. Oh, that's cool. Daniel. Thanks, Thomas. David, that would have been insane. Ronnie Lott. That's awesome. Alright, so we have HLM. HLM. If you guessed any of those, you're getting us something. M. I've got June with the letter M, so you're going to get a box here. H, L, and M. George has the letter M. Those are the only 2 people I'm seeing correct. Did I miss anybody? H, L, and M. Am I missing anybody? Let me know. Alright guys, let me see. Put this in here for you there, Daniel. And then H, L, and M. The only 2 names I'm seeing are George and June. 3 boxes are going to be out there. 2 hits, 1 whammy for you guys. 2 hits, 1 whammy. And we'll have some fun with this for you guys. George and June. Alright. This is the way we'll end it. George and June, go ahead and let me know which one you would like. Silver, gold, or babes? Silver, gold, or babes? Hey, Jones. I hope you can make it. I don't even care if you buy negative 463 spots, Jones. I would love to see you here. I love having you in here. You're a good person, and I enjoy having your company. That's a good question, David. I don't know if they do. I've never seen one if they actually do. George with silver, gold for June. Alright, guys. George and June. Alright, June went with the gold. So you both passed up on the babes. The babes had a pack of Score 2022 football. So one of you guys is getting a whammy. Alright, one of you guys is getting whammy. The other person's going to be extremely happy. Alright, gold for June. June, the gold box. Check this out, June. A guaranteed auto is coming your way, June. Let's see what's coming out of here. Alright, this is a 2024 Futures Pack from Leaf. Guaranteed to have an auto in here. This is coming to you, June. Alright, this is your pack. Here is your auto. Your auto is numbered. No, it's not numbered. I thought your auto was numbered. Let's see what your cards are before we look at your auto closer. Alright, June. Here are your cards. You have a... These are sort of Trenton Flowers. There is a Xavier Leggett. There's a Phil Maffa. Jonah Coleman. Garrett Nussmeier, one of the top quarterback prospects for this upcoming year's draft from LSU. Roman Wilson with the Steelers. We have a Chase Burns. There is a Dean Moss, Dylan Dreiling, and Ethan Petrie. Not numbered on any of these except... Yeah, not numbered on any of them. Alright, but hey, this is your pull right there. I'm telling you right there. That's fire. Alright, you have an auto out of here. Alright, June, let's see if I can figure out how to put the cards back in. Alright, there we go. Your auto is a soccer player. And this is Ansi Fati. Ansi Fati. I can't say I know a lot about soccer. I like soccer. I played soccer for 30 years. But I don't know Ansi Fati. But it is a global soccer player. Maybe you know more about him than I do. But that'll be coming your way there, June. Always nice to pull an auto at the end of the evening. Alright, one more person. You are welcome, June. One more person. George, here we go. And it is the whammy, George. Whammy! George, this isn't a bad whammy. It is a pack of Gold Rush playing cards. So I'll send you out a fresh pack of Gold Rush, a deck of Gold Rush playing cards. Alright, so not too shabby. You can always use that. Something to do over the break, at least over the holidays. Play a little rummy or whatever. George, those cards coming your way. Alright, guys. Well, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Hopefully you have some wonderful time with your family and or friends. I appreciate you guys spending the time, the money. I really enjoy spending this time together, so I hope you guys do as well. My least favorite part of all this is shipping everything. I enjoy everything but the shipping. It's just a time-consuming thing, so I love doing the breaks, everything. That's why my daughter helps me with the shipping. So, take care, guys. I really do appreciate you guys. David said that's a huge hit. I don't know if he's pulling my chain. I literally don't know. Take care, my friends. I do appreciate you guys all. Happy Thanksgiving.